The sky was burning. The clouds red with twisted fire. Lightning moving across them. And they descended upon everything. Like a furious battle between God and Satan, good and evil. Like a fire vortex.
Good evening, SGL Rocket League fans. It's your boy Rydog in the booth. We've got an awesome match for you tonight. We've got ECRC of Seattle Sounders taking on the Rebellion of New England Revolution. In the wise words of Maz, I am not alone in the booth. Joining me is the man who played out of his mind yesterday, Mr. Luis of El Matador. Luis, how are we doing this evening?
What's up, bro? Doing good. Glad to be here. Some more SGL action. Yeah, week 6 already. So we're trucking along, and yeah, I'm looking forward to all the games. We got so many games, man. So many games. So I'm excited.
So many games indeed. If you're not in the Discord, check out the announcements. We've got all of them kind of up there as I go there and kind of read what's going on. We've got ECRC Rebellion, which you guys are just about to see. EM Big Dogs take on Los Verdes halfway through the hour, so it's 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern. And then we have EC Defiance taking on Steel Army at the top of the next hour. That's just on SGL channel. We've also got Cascadia taking EC Eternal and KC Cauldron. I'm sure Maz will, or if Maz can put the link in the Twitch chat for that one. That one will start at 7:40. And then me, Rydog, I will be streaming Black and Gold Old Timers versus Axe and Rose. And that'll be at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern time too. So that 5 matches today, Luis. And I don't know about you, but we might be getting into this one pretty soon. Do you have maybe a prediction for this match, ECRC Rebellion, that we're starting off with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with ECRC. I mean, these guys are not only they're power ranked higher on my list. I just think that they're the better informed team and just the better team in general. So, and that's to take nothing away from the Rebellion. Really good team as well. So, yeah, just a quick prediction. I'm gonna go with ECRC. I think they're the favorites here, and I think deservedly so. So, yeah, what say you here?
I agree. Which is odd because Rebellion have 1 win on the season, and that unfortunately is against us in TA. But I will say I think there was a lot of server copium in that match, and I think we're on West tonight. Yes, we're on West tonight. So ECRC being home, they're gonna have the ping advantage. Rebellion are just a different beast on East, and so of course they're still a good team no matter where they play. But I think they don't have an edge here. I think ECRC have the edge here. As we're gonna get into game number 1 here. It's gonna be the kind of the new starting lineup for ECRC: Toad Death, Gojo, and Howling Moon taking on Polar Shorts and Triple C. Kind of the two A teams, if you will. As we start off, as Toad is just gonna float this one in there. 6 seconds on the board. That's exactly the start you want if you're ECRC.
Yeah, good start for ECRC. Again, no Smashley here. I think he's been, for me, the standout player so far this season for this team. His introduction to the lineup has been really good, but these 3 guys for ECRC on the field, Rydog, I mean, these guys are more than capable of winning any series in SGL. So, yeah, good start for ECRC. Let's look to see how the Rebellion bounce back.
Yeah, let's see it, and let's see how much the no matching cars plays into the Rebellion's. What's the opposite of favor, I guess? Detriment, if you will, because they seem like they always like to match cars a little bit. But right now, the passing right now is going right into the middle, and that's going to be Howling Moon's first goal, and it's going to be an insurance goal for ECRC.
Yeah, a bit of a mistouch center, and Howling Moon is just there. Ooh, a bit of a ghost touch as well, but yeah, just kind of unlucky play there for the Rebellion. But ECRC on the front foot here to start out game number 1, and if you're a Seattle fan in the chat watching, you got to be liking where your team's at right now.
Gojo rocking the new BDS decal that are in the shop. That's controversial, and I'm sure I'd actually love for us to talk about that on the SGL podcast. I know it's not really SGL related, but it is Rocket League related, as we see once again the attack coming from ECRC. Toad Death was kind of just hanging out, allowed Gojo to come in and smash it, but it's going to be a good save in the end from the Rebellion. But yeah, Rebellion just trying to get their steps here as once again you see the physical plays now starting to come out from ECRC. It's going to be Howling Moon. It's going to be a beautiful save from Shorts with no boost.
Yeah, and so far I'm just liking the offensive pressure. The offensive pressure is just overwhelming. Rebellion struggling to get out, but as I say that, here's an opportunity. Can they get a shot on goal? They can. The double commit works out, Rydog, and they get the first one on the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure who was first and who was second here. It's going to be Shorts and Triple C's. Looks like Shorts ended up hitting it into Triple C's. And yes, the lead is now cut in half for Rebellion. So offensive pressure early on coming from ECRC, but it is going to be Rebellion being the more efficient of the two sides, getting the one chance and one goal. Here comes Howling Moon off of the kickoff. It's going to be pushed away in the end by Shorts, but yeah, it's a good response from Rebellion. See if they can keep it going here, kind of as we approach the forfeit time in game number 1.
Yeah, you mentioned some esports decals on the pitch. Limitless being rocked there by Shorts, kind of like that. Again, disappointed. You know, my team is not doesn't have a decal in the game, but suffice to say, some of these decals are looking quite nice on the pitch. And by the way, lovely bit of mechanics from Gojo. Flip reset double on the sidewall. They really like that. But yeah, so far I'm liking this response from the Rebellion. They're starting to put together some offensive pressure, Rydog. So good response from them.
Yes, absolutely. This ball's just kind of hang out in the orange half. It's going to be Toad that's going to go to flick on target, but Shorts is there to clear it away. But as we see a double commit coming out from ECRC and a double commit coming out from Rebellion, and that's an open net miss. That's going to be one that they want back, and let's see how ECRC can come back down on the other end. No, it's going to be a quick stop from Polar, but yeah, that's got to be a for sure goal if you're Rebellion.
Yeah, Triple C and Shorts both wanted the goal and ended up with none. So just kind of unlucky there for the Rebellion. Two teammates whiffing an open net, but suffice it to say, it's a better, again, just better offensive pressure than we've seen in the first minute. And oh my god, that should have been the third goal for ECRC. Somehow the ball stays out.
Yeah, Howling Moon had a double off of the bottom corner post, and it just sneaked by the other side. Once again, yes, it's not going to count because the ball, just in case you didn't know, the ball has to cross 100% to count as a goal. But once again, it's still a lot of pressure from ECRC. That third man right now for ECRC is playing very high up the field, and so if Rebellion can get kind of a bigger clear, kind of turn them around a little bit, it's going to tell them to kind of get on the offensive end. But this is not what you want. Gojo off the sidewall. He's going to air dribble it all the way in. Gojo off the sidewall. Mr. BDS world champion gives the insurance goal back for ECRC. There we go.
Yeah, two Rebellion players on the backboard. None of them go, and both are punished, Rydog. It's just a typical Gojo air dribble there. We've grown accustomed to seeing just the mechanics that he possesses, and you got to put a hand up or the result will be goals like that. So 2-goal cushion, like you mentioned, and I don't know, it's going to be a tough task for the Rebellion to get back into this.
Yeah, as we see a pre-jump there, Howling Mood and Toad Death trying to connect there, but nothing at the moment. It's going to be Polar going for the flip reset. Got it, but Gojo with a really good challenge in the end as this ball is now floating kind of right in the middle of the blue half. It's going to be a great clearance from Toad. It doesn't have boost after going up for that, but it's going to be just kind of awkward play as we surpass 1 minute left in the game. Once again, ECRC with a 2-goal lead. Gojo's still on this. It's going to force Triple C's to get another touch on this, but it's interesting to see, and we could talk about more maybe a little bit as this game wraps up and into game 2, but this is not the same Rebellion that played TA, a number of weeks ago. And so I feel like we often see two different Rebellions coming out in these SGLE games, and even the Cup as well, where you see it, a team like they played against TA, really composed, compact, they're just scoring everything and just really look as a unit, and you kind of see this dysfunctional team this time as we see a dunk from Howling Moon. It's not going to go in the end as we now surpass the 10-second mark to go in game number 1. But I don't know if you feel the same way, Luis, but I think TA could beat this team, and I also think Rebellion would beat the ECRC team if they played like they did against TA.
Yeah, a bit of a bipolar team, really, this season. I think that they've had, like you mentioned, kind of a peak performance against you guys, and had some real stinkers, really. I mean, again, I think the ping is an issue, as it is in this league for everybody. It's a cope excuse that everybody uses when they're not playing well. But I think it's an excuse with at least some legitimacy for bad performances from teams, and I think the Rebellion do suffer from that. Again, as do the majority of teams, although I think ECRC is actually one of those teams that's actually pretty well balanced in terms of geography, so they can kind of hit you from any server. And I just want to highlight Gojo again, just the mechanics. I mean, this is the Gojo that we expected, and honestly, I think a player that I expect to be, rivaling people like Loy Boy, Caesar, these sorts of people at the top of the league in terms of quality. So good start from Gojo, and we see all the clips for Rydog, right? And we know what he's about. So it's good to see him translating that to the SGL pitch here in game number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be the first person to say that Gojo's a fantastic player, and you absolutely do not want to give him space and time on the ball and boost and all of that sort of stuff, because he will make you pay, as he did with that beautiful air dribble from the right wall in game 1. But we go into game 2 here, Luis. What has to change for the Rebellion?
You know, I just think, I mean, listen, if they score that open net where Triple C and Shorts kind of run into each other, you know, it could be a whole different game. So just a little bit more composure, more talking, you know, telling your teammate that, you know, I got it, I don't have it, you know, bump for me. Stuff like that, I think, is going to bode well for them. And as we speak of that, I mean, a really good demo in the offensive half for Shorts. He couldn't get the ball mid, but you know, maybe some physicality. I mean, physicality tends to work well against super mechanical teams. So there's a variety of options here, Rydog, for the Rebellion to use. And own goaling, Rydog, is not one of those tools that you want to be using when you're trying to get back in a series. But it's 1-0. Howling Moon with a great pass to Shorts with a great finish.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I like Shorts' idea there, kind of hit it to the sidewall and go and follow it up. But unfortunately, he put it way too far in the middle. And that is going to lead to a 1-0 ECRC lead. But yeah, I agree. I think Rebellion, they just got to kind of clean things up a little bit. I think Triple C's, for one, has just been kind of flying at the ball, just kind of like this, and not really getting the connections that he's been wanting. But nonetheless, it's going to be Shorts now clearing the ball. Polar's on the end of this, but Howling Moon is back playing the third man for ECRC. It's another good ball in from Shorts, but nobody there for the Rebellion. So once again, a minute gone, and it's a little bit stalled out as we see Polar. Can he get the ball on target? He can. Polar ties things up 1-1.
Yeah, and Shorts just cutting the ball. I don't think anybody from ECRC really expected him to cut there, but that's one thing I like about Shorts is his gameplay is fast and to the ball, and it works wonders for his team there. And a good response after scoring an own goal. You know, the mental can drop, but I think Shorts is one of those players where it's very hard to shake his mental. And yeah, again, just a good response from the Boston boys.
Yeah, 100% as we see the ball now starting to hang out a little bit more in the blue half here. As we see Polar once again. It's going to be Howling Moon to clear up the backboard. Shorts is very high, being third man. As Gojo's going to try and put this on target, Polar will get back in time. So a little bit of disorganization, if you will, from the Rebellion, but it's not going to lead to anything in particular. As we see Triple C's grabbing the midfield boost. It's going to be a good 50 from Gojo. Is that in? No, it's going to go wide. Shorts, though, doesn't have a lot of boost to follow this. Toad just kind of puts this on target. It's going to be cleared out in the end. So once again, some back and forth play as both teams trade goals early.
Yeah, it was kind of a you know, ECRC had a break there, right, where I felt like it was kind of an open net, but they didn't put it quite on target. But I'm liking the Rebellion's response here. Way more under control. As I say that, Triple C misses the ball. Is it going to go in the back of the net? It is. Gojo, the second goal. But, man, prior to that goal, you really like where the Rebellion are at. But one miss and you're punished. And ECRC is one of those teams where you just can't give them chances like this.
And I don't know if it's a case of patience for Rebellion. And honestly, I don't know if the patience game is the right way to go. One, in that scenario, obviously, because I got scored on, but two, just with the ping disadvantage too, just because you don't have time. You need to make your decisions quicker with the ping, just like that. Maybe on their screen they got a hit, but as far as the server's concerned, they didn't. And so you got to play a little bit quicker. You got to be a little bit sharper. And of course, they're, like you kind of mentioned, Luis, they're used to that, of course, but it's got to be absolutely certain for now as we see Polar connected. It's Polar from Shorts. This is what we were seeing in the series against TA, and that looks really, really good. What a pass from Shorts, and Polar is putting it right by Howling Moon. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, Gojo with the pre-jump there. I mean, I feel like you just really don't need to do that, but take nothing away from the Shorts pass on literally no boost. Lovely bit of team play, and again, the Rebellion, they're staying in it and causing havoc on the offensive end, and this bodes well if you're a Rebellion fan. But oh, another double commit Rydog. Triple C no boost. Can ECRC take advantage? Big flick. Shorts has to get this. He misses, but Polar's there. This is dangerous for the Rebellion.
Yeah, Gojo doesn't get the touch he wants. It's going to allow Polar to come in, but Howling Moon once again playing that third man right now for ECRC, keeping the game level. But yeah, these double commits for Rebellion are very, very scary, and you definitely don't want to be doing that at all anyway, but definitely against an ECRC team that will absolutely take advantage of those mistakes that you make. As we see this ball once again just kind of hanging out in the blue half. Shorts is going to play it across. Nobody's there. Triple C's didn't really want to go and commit. As we see another demo come out from Shorts on the way out and kind of keeping the ball in. Gojo, can he get a win on Polar? No. Not the best touch for Howling Moon as this ball once again just kind of hanging out in the blue half, and it's going to be Triple C's that just kind of chips it over the two ECRC defenders, and Rebellion have the lead in game 2.
Yeah, I don't think Howling Moon expected Polar to just float right back down to the ball. I think he thought he had more time, but good bit of pressure. And you mentioned when you're the away team on these away servers, I think that's just the way to play Rydog in this league. Just go for the ball. Like, none of the fakes, none of the 50s. That stuff's just not going to be in your favor. So just go to the ball, you know? And lovely save from Polar, by the way. And so that's exactly what they did on that goal. And sometimes just full sending is the best course of action.
Yeah, Polar right now is going to be the MVP for the Rebellion as he gets another demo on Howling Moon. As we enter the final minute of gameplay, as we see lots of demos coming out from both teams, but okay, and another demo. I can't even get a sentence out, but yeah, I think Rebellion just played really well, and I think it's just all due to Polar right now. Polar is the man for Rebellion as he's kind of been all over the place, Luis, today, especially in this game too, as we see maybe an open net. No, it's going to be Shorts coming back in time, but this ball floating up in the air. It's going to be a miss from Polar this time, but I think Gojo thought he was going to hit it. So these last 30 seconds are going to be crucial for ECRC on the offensive end, and of course, Rebellion trying to pick up boost and clearing balls.
Yeah, lovely pass to Gojo on the wall there. Expected better, but here's a double commit from Rebellion. Should be an open net. And it is Gojo. Oh man, I thought for a second he missed, but he found a way to put the ball bar down. But lovely beat on the first ball to get into the offensive half, and it's a tie ball game. 10 seconds left. Who's gonna clutch up? Who has the ice? This kickoff could be deciding who wins here in game number 2.
Gonna go right back in the middle. Triple C's. Can he get it on target? No. Toe Death's gonna clear. Shorts is just gonna go, and this ball is gonna float down. 2-1 Polar. Can we get it up? We can. This ball is not dead yet. Howling Moon plays it in the middle, and now it will die, and we have overtime in game 2. Luis, who has the edge going in this overtime?
Honestly, I actually think ECRC do. I think they have a bit more polish on the offensive end, but with that being said, double commit. Can Shorts put this on net? He can. Is it in? What a save, Howling Moon. But there is no follow-up. You would have loved to seen a teammate there if your Shorts follow up after a brilliant shot. But so far, Rebellion the better team through 20.
Absolutely. Shorts is going to put this one back in the middle. How about attempt number 2? No, Howling Moon's going to clear this away. Gojo, that's a really good touch to get it away from Triple C's. Now it's going to be Gojo and Toad on the offensive end. Can Gojo get a bump? No. Toad's going to play this soft in the middle. Here comes Howling Moon. Can he get around the ball? He can, and that one's going to float in. ECRC, after being down with 11 seconds left, come back and take game 2.
Yeah, Toad Death, lovely center ball, and Howling Moon first to it. And ECRC, you know, they weathered a really good Rebellion storm, I think, in this game number 2, but the quality in the end a bit too much for the Boston side, and we might have some substitution. Well, we won't spoil who or for what team. But yeah, lovely just play from ECRC, clutching up, more ice in the veins, and they take a 2-0 lead, and it's gonna be a very tough task for the Rebellion to reverse sweep here, Rydog, it feels.
Yes, absolutely, and of course we'll keep you up to date with the table as kind of matches finish throughout the day, but this will bring ECRC, given that they win game 3 or just win the series, they will jump TA into 3rd, I believe, and put TA into 4th. So interesting statistics and tables and all that fun stuff as we kind of get later into the night here. But we're gonna move on to, I think DFH is the next map rotation. I honestly can't remember the rotation nowadays, but we do have a sub for the Rebellion. It's going to be Gogan in for triple C's. Luis, what do you make of this substitution as we get rolling here in game 3?
Well, if you're the Rebellion here, you know, you might as well just roll the dice and switch up the lineup. I think both Triple C and Gogan are exceptional players, so don't expect too much different from how they play, but, you know, sometimes lineup changes could be the X factor in a series, so let's see how it bodes for them here in game number 3.
I think Rebellion, if they want back in this series, they've got to quit with the double commits. I really think that that's just a communications thing, and once they can figure that out, I think they'll be in good shape. I think a lot of the goals from ECRC's point of view have just been from double commits from the Rebellion. So if they can kind of clean that up in the defensive half, I think they'll be in better shape as we see Polar not getting the touch he wants. It's going to be Toad Death getting a shot. It's going to be welcome to the server, Mr. Gogan. Gets a save. But things starting to level out here as we kind of get into the meat of game number 3. We're in game number 3.
Yep. And I just want to highlight, yeah, love the Rebellion are one of the teams that all rock the same decals, so I appreciate that. And oh, as you see Toad Death, can he get a double? He can, but yeah, I like the jerseys that are on display every time we see the Rebellion on the pitch. But this could be dangerous. Toad Death, what a save from Gogan. I don't know how he got there, but he got there, and it's still scoreless somehow. Or is it going to be the first goal? It's not. they're holding on, Rydog.
Yeah, they need a big clear, and they need it now. It's going to be Gogan here with boost. Can he get the dunk? He can, and that's going to relieve all pressure for the Rebellion, as Shorts is going to get this one on target. Talk about ping. I'm having latency issues. As Polar, that one's going to be open. It's going to hit the crossbar. I think it was either pinched or was trying to win a 50 at the end of the day, so it wasn't necessarily open at the time, but it's unfortunate that that didn't go in, as Shorts is going to win another ball in the midfield. Here comes Gojo, and that net is open. ECRC are once again on the front foot in this game 3.
Yeah, a 50 that just pops out to the best spot if you're an ECRC fan, with Gojo bearing down on the net. And first goal for ECRC. Again, they are on match point, series point here, and let's see if they can close it out, and they look well on their way to doing that. Another double commit. This net is wide open. Gojo, oh, I thought he missed it, but he scored it. It's 2-0, and oh, it just feels like this is that's a backbreaker for the Rebellion.
Yeah, I also thought Gojo was going to miss this, and then I remembered it's RLCS placement. RLCS placement right in the corner there. As, yeah, once again, Luis, it comes from a Rebellion double commit, and I think that's just comms, right? Can they just clean up the comms a little bit of, hey, I'm going to go, you're going to go, something like that. It's going to allow them to do this, as Polar's trying to get them back a goal. But to be fair, this defense from ECRC has been pretty good. There's been maybe a few moments, of course, in that game too where they looked a little bit shaky, but they've overall looked really good. Yeah,
I think, as you see, this could be the third goal here. Shorts in the way. Yeah, I think both teams here are playing quite well. I think it's just a sense that ECRC just have a little bit extra. You know, they have a little bit extra quality in terms of the gameplay, and so yeah, take nothing away from the Rebellion. I think they're playing pretty well, all things considered. And I think Gogan, by the way, in this game number 3 has been playing really well as too. So yeah, take nothing away from them. But Gojo, number 3, his third goal as well, and that's about series all done and dusted. Rydog. It's gonna be a tall task for them now.
Yeah, I think if the Rebellion can get one maybe with a minute 30 left, maybe we start talking like, okay, maybe they have a chance if they can get another one pretty quickly. But yeah, right now the nail is in the coffin, and I have the hammer. About to hammer it in. But I think that just speaks to how good ECRC have been, as we see an unfortunate team bump and a really fortunate pre-jump from Howling Moon there. But once again, it's just disconnected Rocket League from the Rebellion, as Howling Moon's going to save that one to the side. But yeah, Rebellion have 2 minutes to kind of figure this out if they want to stay alive in this series. But see if they can do that. It's going to be Gojo 15 with Polar. It's going to go all the way to the other side of the field. That's going to be a nice bounce for Howling Moon. Once again, it's going to be kind of another double commit from Rebellion, as that one's going to go off the backboard. No ECRC players there. Gojo just kind of keep this in the attacking half. That's a really good pass from Toad. Gojo didn't think he was going to get that much on it. But yeah, Luis, we're passing the 90-second mark, and no goals and no offense really for Rebellion either. So I don't know how they get back in this game.
Yeah, Gojo was an open net there, decided to go for the pass mid, being a good team player, and it just didn't quite come off there. But yeah, ECRC incredibly comfortable here. The Rebellion need a goal now if they are to have any hope. And oof, what a beat by Shorts there, and what would have been the 4th goal of the game for ECRC. But yeah, just a little bit too much the Seattle boys had for the Revs fans here, and you just kind of have to give credit to ECRC here, putting another dominant display together. And ECRC, I mean, you mentioned it as we see their 4th goal. You mentioned it, Rydog. They're moving up in the table, so I'm looking forward to seeing where they are after this series end, because they're one of these teams to watch out for if they can continue to play at this sort of level.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also looking forward to the least power rankings and how those shape up next week on the SGL podcast. Because TA didn't play this week. You had them at 1. They're going to be in 4th if results go not in their favor tonight. Once again, yeah, TA has a bye, so they won't even play, and it's going to be a 5th for ECRC. It's going to be Gojo this time, getting his 4th goal. And yeah, we are. If it wasn't official after the 4th, I think it is official now. We are done and dusted here, and I think these last 34 seconds are going to be a formality.
Yeah, it's just a cherry on top of what looks to be a fantastic display here from ECRC, and yeah, I think this bodes well for ECRC in kind of a variety of ways. I mean, they're not playing with Smashley tonight, and I thought Smashley has been, like I said at the beginning of the series, if not their best player this season. So they can do it with all sorts of lineups. Rydog, as we see Polar miss a semi-empty net, and yeah, I think when you can play really well with a bunch of different lineups, I think it bodes really well, not only for you as a team in terms of points, but for chemistry and all the other intangibles. So GG's both teams. ECRC take it in a sweep.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that makes sense with the way just the Rebellion play, which once again is just so weird, right? You see them play against TA. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's a server buff, right? They feel more at home, with the server and everything, but they just couldn't get it done tonight on the West Coast servers. Again, to be fair, a better ECRC side tonight, but take nothing away from ECRC. They played their game, they did what they needed to do, and got the quick 4 points. And yeah, once again, I think they are going to jump TA into 3rd place. So there's your top 3. It's going to be KC Cauldron, or I guess EM technically is number 1 right now. KC Cauldron will play tonight, and then ECRC wrap up the top 3. But don't go anywhere, folks. In about 2 minutes, really, we're gonna jump right into our next game, and it's gonna be Los Verdes taking on EM Big Dogs. And to cast that match, I'm gonna pass the baton to Luis and his teammate from EM, Mr. Huey. Guys, take it away.
What's up, Huey, man? What's going on, bro?
Hello, hello. Doing well, man. You doing all right?
Yeah, doing all right. We just like you just heard us. We just finished that ECRC Rebellion series. But yo, welcome to the booth. I'm pretty sure this is your first cast, if I'm not mistaken.
Commentary debut. That's correct. Excited to be here.
Well, awesome, man. Welcome, welcome. And like Rydog said before he left, we have so much SGL games to go. So if you are an SGL fan, get locked in, because we got a lot more gameplay coming for you guys tonight. And of course, on your screen, we do have an FC Dallas Austin FC game coming up for you. It's a little bit of a rivalry game, and much anticipated matchup. But it should be said, of course, both of us in the commentary booth, we have former teammates on this team in Playboy Farty and Ponzi. But on the other side, Los Verdes, we are hoping for the debut of Arglass in SGL Season 9. As you guys are well aware, I've been saying it on stream for a while. We have the E-Daters of Playboy Cardi and or Farty, sorry, and Arglass. So I'm hoping that both of those guys feature. But yeah, what are you expecting, Huey, going into this game? This EM versus LV.
I'm expecting a very close matchup. Battle of I-35. That's what us Texas folk call it. It's going to be a tightly contested series. I do think Los Verdes has the edge in being able to outplay and make plays and get the ball around cars. But I think that EM is a more solid team. They're more close to each other in skill level, and that might just see them through some of the individual plays that Verde might have.
Yeah, I think Los Verdes probably have the best player in the lobby with Palace, but it's take nothing away from Ponzi. I think honestly, on his day, Ponzi could be or is the best player in the lobby. So yeah, I'm kind of with you on EM just having more cohesion. Obviously, they've played together, more. They have some of the experience from some of the guys who won SGL Season 8. So it's going to be honestly a coin flip. I literally don't know who's going to win. I think it could go 5. If Palace pops off, I could see Los Verdes winning in a sweep. If Ponzi pops off, it could go the other way. So yeah, I think it's a coin toss here, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Little prediction. I'm gonna actually give this to Verdes. I'm gonna go Verdes in 5. I think the individual talent of Palace and his leadership is gonna be enough to see them through, but expect a really tough showing from Big Dogs. They're not just gonna take down.
And Playboy Farty in chat saying Arglass is ghosting and not going to play in this matchup, which is honestly very sad and should be punished with a ban from the league. I mean, this was
Devastating.
yeah. I mean, we were all expecting the Arglass versus Playboy Farty show. I mean, that's what we all came here, and so I'm highly disappointed if that is the case. And while we are talking about chat, good to see everybody in chat tonight. Bird Nana. Bing Bong Bander Snatcher. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Debit as well. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody in chat. Makes commentating a little bit more fun when there's people typing in the Twitch chat. So we do have EM Little Dogs in the server, and I say that the Austin boys are also in here. So I'm ready to get underway. If you already made your prediction, you went with LV. I'm not gonna leave it up to a coin toss. I'm gonna go LV as well in 4. So I'm copying your flow, Huey. But yeah, I think it'll be a good series. Rivalry game and all that aside. So I'm excited.
Yeah, let's do it. Great night for SGL. Great night for a derby.
Yeah, little Texas Derby, man. I'm excited, and here we go. Both teams are on the field, and we are about set to get underway here. And it must be said for EM Little Dogs, they have their top lineup. Skyline is back on the field. He didn't feature for them in the Cup as he was watching the Dallas Stars win in overtime. And so good to see him back. But, ooh, what a start for LV, Huey.
Ooh.
Devin, ton of busted cider with the first goal of the game.
Just a little bit of trouble on the back wall for Skyline there. He can't get the touch away, and then that's too easy of a finish. We got to make that a little tougher around the net.
Yeah, just a bunch of lifts there, and good to see Devin back on the field with Elite Stroker. There's been some dialogue internally that there was some some team issues, so good to see both of them back on the field. This is LV's strongest lineup, so this might be the best LV that we've seen so far this season. So if you're EM Little Dogs, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, nice touch by Ponzi. Ooh, there's a good outplay.
And it must be said, Ponzi what car is he in tonight? I haven't got a good look. He likes to play in those. Ooh, I think it is the breakout. He's one of these guys who, you'll see him in any car. I mean, this guy's playing in Batmobile, Dominus, Fennec, Octane. So, and as I said, that Ponzi whiffs uncharacteristically. That really could have been the second goal for LV, Huey. So if you're EM, you don't want to see that.
Tough one from Ponzi. He just gets a little bit of an uncharacteristic bounce.
Oh.
Another goal. Oh no.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a backflip here from Overtime Saint. Oh, he front flips when he meant to backflip, and good shot from Devin. And minute in, Huey. I mean, it's just not looking good for the EM boys. But again, it's just you got plenty of time
in the series. One thing about the Big Dogs is they grow into their series. So they need to stabilize, stop the bleeding, get a couple chances, and I think they'll grow into the series.
Yeah, and it must be said, we're already seeing some comments in chat about Devin, son of Bust Insider. For those who are not in on the lore, Bust Insider 6969 is his father, who is also on the team. Oh, and this could be the first goal for EM. Can they shoot it on target? They
Oh,
can't. That really should have been the first goal, Huey, for EM.
it's disappointing to not capitalize on that. Those are some chances that you'd love to tuck, and oh, it's going the other way. Oh no.
And Devin, he's got a hat trick. We haven't even played 2 minutes. It happens so much in Rocket League where you should score and it just goes right down the other end and ends up in your own net. And yeah, this is going to be an uphill task for the FC Dallas boys, but we haven't even played half the game, so still
Sure
plenty of
looks
time
like
if you're an EM fan in chat.
What I'd be looking for out of Big Dawgs is a little bit more control, a little bit more communication in the back line. Is, oh my goodness, Devin's in on another goal.
Yeah, Adrian Overtime Saint with 12 points. Devin has 4 goals, so kind of don't like to see that if you're an FC Dallas fan. But man, LV, they're flying, and again, this is their best lineup, so this is really, really good from Los Verdes. And if they keep playing like this, they're gonna have a really good chance in this league.
Yeah, I mean they're quick to every ball. Their touches have purpose. They're not just booming the ball. They're looking to play it around an opponent and then look to use their man advantage to create chances. Good stuff from them so far.
Yeah, what a outlet touch from Elite Stroker. Can Palace double tap this? He can, but Devin picks up the 5th, and oh man.
When do we start breaking out the when do we break out the stat pad allegations for the son of Bust Insider?
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, he's filling up the score sheet the way that his. Never mind. Anyways, and yeah, it's just looking really good for LV right now. They're doing everything. You know, they're scoring Huey. They're typing in the game chat. They're talking. Arglass, you're being called out in the game chat. So if you are in the stream, which I know you are, you do need to be featuring in this series. And if you don't, there will be consequences. Yeah,
big fines imposed. This is enough is enough, man. The people want to see you.
Yeah, the Federation is we're gonna be finding you. All right, you're dropping you're dropping some fines there, but lovely save from Skyline to stop the bleeding, and I don't know. I want to see EM get at least 1 goal here in game number 1, because to be shut out in a massive blowout, Huey. I mean, you don't like to see that.
No, you don't. I think they're gonna create a couple more chances. What's gonna be crucial is that they capitalize, and even right now they need to get on the front foot. LV are just completely dominating possession.
Yeah, and I want to highlight Devin. I mean, he popped into my Twitch chat a couple days ago and was running some ranked 3s. So Devin's one of these players who, I think he's a diamond Huey, but he plays way above his rank, and I think so far we're seeing that in game number 1. I'm happy for him, man. He's a player who wants to get better, and I mean, he's showing it on the mainstream right now.
Absolutely, you love to see that. Good clear from Pones. See right there. Right there, you'd like to see Saint take a touch and maybe look for the outplay. He loses control when he flips, and the chance is gone immediately.
Yeah, just the lack of composure is really what's separating these teams. I mean, Los Verdes have so much composure on the ball. I mean, these guys, yeah, they know what they're doing with the ball. I assume their comms are really good. It's one thing that Palace has mentioned, that they're working on the comms, and so far, I mean, they look so under control. I don't think I can remember 1 double commit from Los Verdes so far.
No, they're looking good. The rotations are much improved from what we've seen from them this season. The comms must be buzzing.
Yeah, and talking about double commits, and all EM players are on the orange side. Can this be the 6th goal for Los Verdes? It is. Oh no, it's not!
Oh, Ponesy,
what a save! Ponesy denying Palace there, and
shades of Chris Paul hitting a 3 to cut the lead to 42.
Yeah, that was definitely a Chris Paul cutting the. Oh man, that brings back memories, man. That was Luka going in there game 7. Anyways, bad first game if you're EM, but what a game for LV in game number 1, Huey. What stood out to you in that game?
Just the outplay potential from LV, like we were talking about at the beginning. Their touches have purpose. They get it around a player, and then they look to use the men that they have in front of the ball to score. EM has to do a better job of keeping people behind the ball, sequencing their challenges correctly if they're going to have any chance in this series.
No, yeah, I think that's spot on in the analysis, and we're getting a bit of insider information on why Hourglass is not here. Palace saying he ghosted all day. Devin, son of Bust Insider, said he is. I think I can. Yeah, he said that he's doing some stuff by himself. I don't know if I can say it on stream, but yeah, kind of unfortunate. No Hourglass here for Los Verdes. Also do want to highlight in chat, we have a Go Capitals in chat, which is disgusting, and we don't want to see that in our Twitch chat. Of course, it's Go Stars, Stars and 5.
Stars
is
and
the
5.
only respectable NHL comment allowed in the SGL Twitch chat, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, man, boy, didn't they look good last night. Double minor kill to winning the game about 10 seconds later. That's what you like to see. Any Stars fans in the chat, go ahead and sound off. Stars and 5.
And you know, much like the Dallas Stars, in leading their series, Los Verdes, of course, leading their series here. And I'll be honest, Huey, I mean, from what I saw in game number 1, I mean, I think we both said that they're going to win in 4. I don't know if we're going to get to the 4th game. I think 3 games will be all we see here, unless we see a completely rejuvenized and more composed EM here in game number 2.
Well, that's what you hope for. Ponzi's doing okay. 32 touches, a couple shots, a nice save. I would like to see a little more offensive production from Skyline. He has the game sense and the mechanics to make more plays than I think what we're seeing right now. If Big Dogs are going to get back into the series and make it a little competitive, he's going to have to find a way to get involved in the offensive third.
Yeah, of course, Ponzi is the standout player for EM Big Dogs, and he just needs help. It's kind of felt like in that game number 1, it was a no help moment. LeBron Bleacher Report memes all over the place for that EM Big Dogs team there in game number 1. For Los Verdes, I know Devin had all 5 goals, but his teammates were like just setting him up for success. So we need people around Ponzi. If you are an EM Little Dogs fan, of course, you are going to need to see his teammates help him. And speaking of his teammates, Huey, we have 2 subs for EM here. Pico David, Blitzcav, joining Ponzi here. So yeah, let's see how the subs work out for the FC Dallas side.
Let's see it. Hopefully they establish a little more control, a little more possession, cleaner rotations.
Yeah, of course, no bias here in the commentary booth. Definitely do not have a rooting interest in this matchup. And oh, is that the first goal? Oh, I thought it was just going in, but somehow EM survives. And yeah, good clear from Blitzcav already. Some good touches from the subs.
Yeah, that's a strong clearance, and it doesn't exactly outplay, but
Ooh.
oh no, just a little bit of trouble at their last man. We had all 3 EM players in front of the ball. Ponzi's the last man, gets a challenge that doesn't go his way, ball's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Ponzi just caught there in a 2v1. He did all he could with the 50, but again, Palace was there to, capitalize on one of his teammates, giving him a good scoring chance. So that's just something that LV's been so good so far in these first 2 games. Just enabling their teammates and playing some good team ball. So yeah, EM, copy, take some notes. They're showing you the test questions here. You gotta copy a little bit.
Oh, good aerial here. Nice clear from Ponzi. Can he have another? Oh, no.
What a save. Blitzcav rocking his usual cards. Just in, it's not... By the way, Blitzcav, he's having some really good touches here for the blue side. And as I say that, can Ponzi get back to this? He can. What a nice touch. But Oh, he gets back to it, and they're running out of boost here, Huey. They need to get some boost.
Yeah, it's just the rotation. There's no clear evidence to me of who's first, who's second, and who's last man. They're just kind of going for the ball, hoping they're in the area, and they're getting outplayed severely.
Yeah, and that's Devin's 6th goal here through a game and a minute and a half, and man, Devin's well on his way to just. You mentioned the stat pad, man. This guy's filling it up with all the goals he's scoring, and can this be number 3? Pico David is extremely awkward. The other David, Palace, finds the net, and the route again is on, and you have to fear for him, Big Dogs here, that this could get out of hand.
That little David on David action. Unfortunately, the one in green comes out on top. Again, no bias in the commentary booth.
Yeah, no bias indeed, and oh, a bit of a fake kickoff here. I like that. Ponzi misreads that ball, but yeah, this LV side, I mean, they're balling, and honestly, I would like to see this lineup against like Steel Army and Black and Gold Old Timers. I think they can put this sort of performance against any of those guys and walk away with a win. So
absolutely, you know, they've been the clearly more organized team. Their double commits are limited. Their touches have intent. They're capitalizing on the miscues from EM. Great series from them so far.
Yeah, and I just don't know where the offense comes from if you're EM here. It feels like there's no room in this Los Verdes defense. They're just so well organized. And, oh, what a pass! What a goal,
what
Devin!
A pass. Wow.
He's got 7 now, and man, he can. I mean, yeah, the stats after this series are going to be crazy. I'd love to see where Devin's at in terms of goals per game.
That is a sick little dish from Elite Stroker. What a pass, son.
Yeah, Elite Stroker, of course. I got to say, Los Verdes have some of the most unique names.
Creative.
And, yeah, very creative names.
Everybody's so creative.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. TOS aside.
Even there, Cav gets a shot away, but all 3 players for LV are behind the ball. They're ready to make the save. The layering of the defense is very impressive from them in the series so far.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing a bit of a. Oh, this could be Devin's 8th goal here. We'll pause real quick. Can you get back? Oh, I mean, just
50.
weight room to. What a goal from Devin. He could have shot it, by the way, like first off initially, and he went for the 50. And I mean, oof, this is the Devin masterclass so far.
Truly, yeah. This is incredible stuff from him. You know, credit where it's due. He's in position to take advantage of this at every opportunity.
Oh! What happened? What happened here? Let's see. Ponzi hits the ball. Palace off the ceiling, completely whiffs. And an own goal, man. Listen, Pico David's on the field. He had an incredible own goal a week ago, so good to see elite stroker taking some notes from Pico David. So, oh, can he score? Oh, that was a chance for Pico David there, Huey.
Oh, if he gets his nose on the car that's in the back of the net. And you know, you will say it's good that they're getting these chances, though, even if they're not able to finish them. Some signs of improvement might be something to take into weeks beyond this, or just improving their game in general.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing a bit of a elite stroker playing goalkeeper here. If you take a peek on your screen, if you get a chance, he is just playing goalkeeper, man. So.
Oh, he is back there.
Oh, we see a back pass to the aforementioned goalkeeper. Can the goalkeeper score here? You know, he's doing his best pro club's goalkeeper impression. Oh, what a pass!
Neuer up the field. Oh no.
Yeah, so I think that's safe to say that this goalkeeper from Elite Stroker is a sign of disrespect. You know, not trying to go all out and score as many goals. So I appreciate the sportsmanship there.
Yeah, respect. Top 10 football respect moments.
Indeed.
Oh, whiff on the back end again. Ponzi gets himself another goal.
Yeah, and lovely demo from Blitzcav and a lovely whiff as well from Devin. We appreciate that. And and yeah, we're seeing some banter in the in-game chat. I appreciate that. We have a Celine Dion Sanders mention in the SGL chat. So, but yeah, Huey, it's gonna be a 2-0 lead for Los Verdes here, and almost a stealing shot for Palace, but yeah, you got to feel for EM here. They're just being outclassed.
You do, yeah. It's tough to play against opponents who can consistently outplay on their own, but just a tough day for communication, tough day for rotations, tough day across the board for Big Dogs.
Yeah, tough day for Big Dogs, but Devin, son of Bust Insider, not a tough day for him. I mean, he's killing it. He's got 8 goals in 2 games. He is well on his way to having one of the best points per game or goals per game out of anybody in the league. And we will see. We have an R-Glass in chat. Hi, just got home. Will we see R-Glass feature? R-Glass, he has to feature now, right? He has to be in the lineup.
Cameo? R-Glass cameo?
I mean, he has to feature, man. Like, there's no way he doesn't feature. Surely.
Surely not.
By the way, on I'm just tuned in to Maz streaming in here for us commentators. Appreciate Maz doing what he's doing. EC Eternal taking on KC Cauldron over on, I believe Cascadia RL. There it is. It's literally on the screen. So, if you want to watch some Premier action, head on over to Cascadia RL. 0-0 game, 1 minute left.
It's a big game for KC. I believe if they win their games, they go top of the table.
I believe so. They control. I think they're 1 point ahead of EM in terms of controlling their own destiny. So, and by the way, they're playing an EC Eternal side who they should be heavy favorites against. Not only standings, but the power rankings, etc. So, the fact that it's 0-0 and there's only 30 seconds left, I mean, you gotta like that if you're an EC Eternal fan, yeah.
Yeah, well done to EC Eternal for hanging in there. Cauldron is an incredible team. Serrano always making the outplays. They're super solid. Very encouraging signs that they're hanging into this game with 15 seconds left.
Arglass in chat saying, working on getting the game updated. Brother, probably...
Probably not. Next week, then.
Yeah, probably not the best to be getting the game updated right now when you need to be in the lobby right now. But, oh, man. OT, by the way.
EC Eternal had a couple chances. Serrano was back there again, like prime Neuer, as he usually is, making sure that this stays a level game. But EC Eternal are looking to get on the front foot here.
Yeah, and I want to highlight the Honored Done RL. Good to see you in chat. I believe that is Gojo. Congrats on the win today. And here we go. Game number 3 underway between LV and EM. Let's see, Ponzi, Skyline, and Blitzcav, and we have some subs as well for Los Verdes. Trigga coming in for Devin, or son of Bust Insider. I'm almost saying misinformation, but I'm actually surprised Devin's coming out, Huey, man. This guy could have stat padded so much if he wanted to.
That's a great sign of respect. A bit surprising in a rivalry game. I would have expected them to just run it up, and what a save from Pones.
What a save from Pones, indeed. And already a better start from EM here. Ponesy back in the Octane. Good to see that. Back in a good car. Not a bad car that he's been playing in. But this could be a chance. Krega gets there in the end. But, yeah, better start from EM here. They haven't conceded, which is good.
We're looking for improvements from game to game, right? Long season, you're looking to improve from game to game, from series to series, and this is a much better start than what we've seen the first 2 games.
Yeah, much better start indeed. Elite Stroker up in the air, gets a touch on the ball. Trigga is there for the follow. And, yeah, I think without Devin on the field, we're already seeing the merits. Oh, that could have been a chance. That was a whiff in what really should have been the first goal for EM, but Trigga down the other way, and it's 1-0 LV.
This has happened a couple times now for EM, where they have 2 of their men upfield, and then there's a challenge on their last man. You will need to have somebody behind the challenge so that if the worst case scenario happens, you still have somebody back to defend.
Yeah, and I mean, it happens so much in Rocket League. Again, I said it earlier. If you don't capitalize on a great chance, it just goes right back down the other end. And oh, lovely play, Palace.
Flick.
Lovely flick, good control, and that lovely start for EM Huey. I mean, it's drifting away now. LV is just back in control.
Yeah, just a stop in momentum from the EM defender, and then Palace recognizes it, realizes he can get the ball past him and into the net. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, lovely stuff indeed. And oh, that could have been a chance for Pone. Somebody of his quality, I expect to be hitting the target there, but yeah, just kind of unlucky. Oh, another whip.
Cycling the fake. Oh,
man.
Just close, but no purchase here.
Yeah, and you feel like those chances just have to go in if you're EM, and unfortunately, they're not going in right now. But safe to say, LV. I mean, they're not really missing Devin all too much. I mean, they're still firing and creating some chances. But oh, Skyline takes the ball off of Ponzi there. You would have probably liked to just leave that for Ponzi right there, Huey. You know, probably had a better chance of scoring, but
Right. You got to assume. Oh no, and calamity at the back. Complete miscommunications, a couple whiffs, nobody behind the ball, and a rotund rebound for LV to put in.
Yeah, and it's 3-0 game, set, and match. You have to feel. I mean, it just feels like they're just in a different level here, and they've been in a different level all series. And this could be number 4. Elite Stroker to Palace. Can Palace score? He decides to back away from it, and yeah, it's just it's one-way traffic at the moment, it feels. Although this could be a chance. Ponzi, he gets a goal back.
Look at Skyline. Skyline starts this on the other end with the save, manages to get it around one player, and another using the backboard. Ponzi there for a nice and collected finish.
Again, it's going to be a tough task for him to come back here, but it starts with 1 goal, and they have that first goal. So let's see if they can somehow find a way back in what has been
getting the
a
ball
very
in front of the net.
one-sided-
Here's another chance. It's in.
There's a Rubik's Cube on the field. I didn't even know it was a goal explosion, but yeah, lovely pass. Palace just letting them hit the ball. Another top 10 sportsmanship moments there from Palace, so we appreciate that. But 1-goal game here, and yeah, EM, they have a chance.
This is back in it. It's a little dangerous for LV. You know, it's you run the risk of not being able to flip the switch back on, and all of a sudden, it's a 1-goal game. EM have a little bit of wind in their sails.
Yeah, and I think for EM, it's just more composure in front of net, and we've seen that so far in game number 3. Can we see a 3rd goal from them? Let's see if they've got it in them. But right now the ball is in the wrong half. Ponzi clears. Can this be a counter for EM? Oh, this could be a chance here, Huey. Oh, what a touch. Elite Stroker. I thought he was out of control, but nah, he had it.
Had it covered. Nice pinch by Ponzi to recycle. Can they get on the end of this? Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, lovely save too. Elite Stroker down the other end. He can. Blitzcap, no boost. Can he get a good center ball? Unfortunately, he can. Oh, Ponzi whiffs here. Skyline in a 1v2. Can he hold out? Oh, it does brilliantly. What a tackle, yeah.
Decent experience. They have 40 seconds. There's no need to start throwing the kitchen sink at their rotations. They can still play with people behind the ball and get chances.
Yeah, and Trigga's missed the open net. That could have ended the game and the series. And can Ponzi put this on target? I don't think he can. Palace is there. Ooh, and what a save! They're putting some pressure on here, Huey, at the end.
Yeah, they might just go get one. Look at that! Last man completely disconnects controller, DC'd out of batteries, and EM ties it up.
Controller disconnects. Ponzi puts it on target. Trigga in an awkward spot, and it's a tie ball game, 3-3. Just when you thought the series was over, the content machine of LV
The
Just putting on
content.
just putting on the masterclass here.
Can EM get their first win of this series? You know, the series itself, you never know what could happen, but just to get one win when you're having a day like this at the office, gotta feel good. You gotta hope they can get one out here.
Yeah, and of course, it seems like if EM do win this game, we're being told in the game chat that Arglass is in Rocket League. He is on, so don't know where he's been. It's a little bit late, but there might be a potential for an Arglass sighting here. But
You know, if we
Palace
get
put the center ball.
oh, what a challenge from Ponzi.
Yeah, of course, bias aside, I do want to see Arglass on the field, but that would mean that EM would have to get a goal here, and I don't know if it's going to happen, Huey, man. I think LV clutches up here, or if not, I mean, who knows, man? The reverse sweep's on.
Oh, dangerous ball. They need numbers behind it. Well done. Challenge from Skyline. Can he go the other way?
Touches
Difficult
mid. Can
touch.
Ponzi put it on
Ponzi's
target?
in!
He can. Oh, what composure.
The
Oh my,
save
what?
composure, and now Stroker's looking to go the other way. Oh, just misfires on that one.
Yeah, Elite Stroker's been really good this series. I think he's really composed on the ball. It's good to see him back in the LV lineup again. He's failed to feature, but yeah, good to see Elite Stroker back on the field for LV.
Bit of a heavy touch from Palace. He's able to follow it up off the ceiling. No purchase here.
This
And now
open?
look, open net. Can Posey finish?
No way.
Oh
No
no.
way.
Oh.
And man, you have to feel that's the chance for EM. I mean, it's a completely open net, and your best player is in on net. That's just kind of unlucky. Oh, this has to be a goal, surely. It is.
There it
Skyline
is.
puts it away. 4 straight goals for EM Big Dogs to come back in this series, and you guys see it on your top left-hand corner of your screen, folks. Arglass coming into the pitch, so we are getting the Arglass Playboy Farty showdown here in game
Palace
number 4.
here too. So both Palace and Devon are going to be taking a seat here. This is slating up to be a competitive game 4.
Yeah, I mean, this should be. I mean, you have to think that this should be in the favor of EM Big Dogs to take it to game number 5, if Palace is indeed sitting, which it does seem to be the case. And so, yeah, lovely opportunity for EM to send us to game number 5. But we're all here for Arglass versus Playboy Farty. I mean, this is what we're all here for. So, yeah, buckle up, folks. The 1v1. And you know, of course, in terms of the teams here, but of course, the 1v1 matchup in this game number 4 of Arglass versus Playboy Farty is what we're here for. So, yeah, I'm excited to see these two guys on the field together.
I mean, this is a main card heavyweight bout that we're about to get between Farty and Arglass. This is why you watch the game. It's gonna be electric, sparks flying everywhere.
Yeah, and as we see on you guys' stream right now, KC are now blowing it open. They're in game number 2. They're up 4-0, and they ended up winning that OT in game number 1. So KC reasserting the dominance of that we've come to expect with them. But there we go, Huey, Arglass, and Playboy Farty. They're in the lobby, man. So we're getting it, man. No more just talking about it. It's gonna happen. So.
This is going to be cinema, must-watch SGL for all fans.
And here we go. Both teams are making their way to the field. And yeah, we have Arglass and we have Pico David, man. They are both on the field. And again, no Palace. So you have to feel EM as heavy favorites here.
You hope so. And you hope they can take some of that confidence they got from scoring 4 unanswered to win and translate it into immediate success in this game.
Yeah, and so far the blue team have started the better. Pico David, some good offensive pressure here. Can he get back to it? He can. Arglass plays a ball. Trigga, nice save from him. But so far, EM, better side in these first 15.
That's exactly what you want to see out of them. A great pinch from Pico David to start this sequence. And, it's okay that he doesn't hit the ball. He forces LV to throw it away, and it gives possession back to EM. Pico's looking off to a great start here.
Yeah, you have to feel if either Pico, David, or Arglass score a goal, there will be some trash talk, which is exactly what I'm here for with these two. And this could be it. Pico,
Oh, it is
David.
Pico!
Finishes. He finishes, and Pico David on the board, Huey.
Pico David says left, right, sliding behind Trigo. What a deft little finish.
We're being informed in chat that this is Arglass's first appearance in SGL in like 2 or 3 seasons. So, big moment here. Could this be the second for Pico David? I mean, this guy, this guy is cooking with the back pass too. So far, Pico David's winning the 1v1.
Pico, you want to talk about mentality? Pico David was just getting absolutely hammered in the chat in a stream a couple days ago, and for him to come out and let his playing do the talking, that's inspirational stuff.
Yeah, truly inspirational stuff. But oh, lovely clearance from Skyline, and a team bump coming out of LV, and let's see if David can get on the board. But Arglass demos him.
A little bit of physicality. You love to see it from these two. Tough ball for EM to defend here. All 3 of them underneath that, they managed to get it away.
Yeah, managed to get the ball away indeed, and I want to see an Arglass goal here as well. I want to see the back and forth between the 2 heavyweights here. And great center ball from Arglass. Can Triga get there? He can't, but what a ball from Arglass.
Oop, here from Ponzi's, and Stroker's awkward here. This is a good centered ball. He misses again. Can they get on the end of it?
Ponzi mid, but nobody's there. And a big whiff from Pico David 64, and it's down to the blue end. Can Arglass get there? He can't. This could be awkward for Triga. Oh, Triga does really well there.
Yeah, back and forth action here. These two are going at it. They're providing the content that we want. This is incredible.
Yeah, and so far for Arglass, I've only seen 1 demo from him and 1 good center ball, but Ponzi finds the back of the net. What a snipe to the near post, and it's 2-0 to EM.
You know, it's looking to be one of those games where you just get it on net, you don't know what happens. And Ponzi does that, takes a nice little shot from midfield off the wall, sneaks in the near post.
Yeah, good to see Ponzi in on the goals, and if you're EM, you want to see more of that because he's your talisman. He's your best player. You need to see him putting in goals just like that. Skyline makes it 3, and I think we're going to game number 5, Huey.
Looks like it. What a shot. Bar down. Clink. Ding. Fries are done. How about that?
Yeah, and so far in the 1v1, Pico David got 60 more points than his counterpart in Arglass. Of course, he does have the 1 goal to his name, and so EM's winning on the score sheet, and so is Pico David in his own 1v1 against Arglass here. Can we get some more points from either of these players here, Huey? That's what I want to see. I want to see Arglass or Pico David get some more points here.
I mean, David's looked sharp the whole night. He's getting on the end of balls. Great 50 from him. If he can keep this pressure up,
Yeah, and so far, Skyline just playing some defense, man. He's back there protecting that 3-goal lead, and a bit of a double commit there for EM. Can LV capitalize? Triga puts a ball mid. Can Elite Stroker get there? He can't. Ponzi to the rescue
fast
for EM.
from Ponzi. Very fast from Ponzi. That's, you know, it's great to have a player like that who's not only your offensive capabilities, but, you know, the speed.
Yeah, and speaking of speed, Triga finds the back of the net. It's a 2-goal game now with just under 90 seconds to play. So if you're EM, man, and this game is not over, LV still have plenty of time to tie this up and maybe even just win it.
Yeah, for LV, they just need to keep contesting the ball, keep the rotation sharp, maybe pin them in their own end a little bit, get some zone time, make them crack.
Yeah, and I second that. And so far, good pressure from the orange side. The ball in the blue half. Arglass picked up the full boost, gets a 50 in, but Ponzi, another 50. This is a semi-open net, but Skyline puts it just off there, and that could have been the 4th.
Skyline just shanks it, but EM are still in good posture here. Ponzi will get the clear. Pico to pressure. Oh, here we go. This is numbers for EM.
Yeah, and I think Ponesy's trying to set up Pico David there, which I really appreciate. He's fully aware of what's going on here. The big 1v1 we've all expecting, but this is an air. Oh, close on the double tap, and the brakes on for LV, but Skyline does his best Thomas Harley impression and saves the day for the EM.
Yeah, if he loses that 50, there's nobody else behind that ball. It's an open net. Very dependable stuff from him back there.
Oh, and Arglass went for a bump there. If he would have got it on Skyline, that really could have been a goal for LV. But 10 seconds to go here, Huey. Can Pico David score? He does!
David did it again! Wow.
That's the 4th for EM, the 2nd for Pico David. So EM, they're winning the game. They're winning the 1v1 between the two heavyweights here. And yeah, we're going game 5, chat.
Look at this. This is content at its finest. Pico David. Arglass not beating the ghosting allegations. He finally comes in and gets absolutely dunked on. You know, tough from somebody who was seemingly talking so much just a few nights ago.
And can they find another one? They can't. And EM win game number 4. Pico David picking up 2 goals there, and so yeah, it seems like the battle of the I don't even know what you call this rivalry between Pico David and Arglass, but it's a big one for those in the know. And David comes out on top, and so I'm interested to see what happens here in game number 5. What do we do here if you're both teams? As we see on your screen, we do have 2 games on. We have the KC Cauldron about to sweep the EC Eternal. So slow start for KC, but they get it done in the end. And we have Christian the Plumber and the BNG Old Timers taking on Axon Rose on your left side. So a lot of FPL action on her now.
Christian, far and away the best player in this championship side. I mean, he is just dynamite to watch, and his team are absolutely dominating the league right now.
Yeah, Christian the Plumber, definitely one of the standout players. But if my eyes are correct, it's 2-0 to Axon Rose SC with 12 seconds played. So great start for those boys over there on Rydog's channel. Of course, Cascadia RL hosting the end of this KC EC Eternal series. But here we go, game number 5 in the main stream. I am excited to see are we going to continue with the Arglass Pico David saga, or are we going to our toughest lineups? Won't spoil anybody who's joining, but so far, Arglass is losing the head-to-head with Playboy 40.
It's a tough call. I think we're going to see a mix of both. I think EM will run back the same lineup. David did enough. He got himself 2 goals, and then Skyline and Ponesy were really solid in all aspects of the game. But I think Palace and I think Devin will both come back in and hope to make immediate impact.
Yeah, and of course we are on Champions Field. You have the World Championship banners in the background there, and Game 5s, Game 7s, or what it's all about in Rocket League. They're the most intense, they're the most nerve-wracking. They're why we play the game, and so yeah, good to see this map, man. Always a pleasure as we see Christian the Plumber score again. And Trigga said, had to let him get a game or 2 for the lore. Really appreciate that.
For the lore.
The rivalry between Arglass again and Pico David is, if not the biggest in the league, one of. So here we go, Huey. The lineups are Ponesy, Skyline, Pico David, and on the other side, Palace, Devin, and Arglass. So I think you're right. We're having a mixture. We still have the 1v1 element, but I think we have the 2 best players as well for both teams playing on their respective side. And here we go.
Yeah, this will be interesting. You need Skyline and you just need Skyline and Ponesy to play up to David and Palace. If they can hold their own in that matchup, then Pico's already proven that he has Arglass's number.
Yeah, and so far, great start for EM. Can Ponesy finish this? Oh, I think he might have thought it was in, but David takes it off of Skyline.
The double commit. Ponesy's still there.
Oh, this is good play from EM so far, though, but as I say that, Devin puts the ball. And man, Devin just right back into the lineup, Huey, and he's just scoring, man. This guy's just scoring.
Guy is prolific tonight. Yeah, tough backwards save for Skyline there. Really good chance, and then it immediately just goes back the other way.
But I like that offensive pressure for EM as we see the bot kickoff. Everybody going. I love that. Love to see that. And uh-oh, dangerous chance. Palace. He
Ooh,
misses,
crossbar.
and there's another whiff. And it's open. Can Skyline get there? No, he can't. That was a chance for both teams. They both had open nets, Huey.
That's still here. They're looking to recycle. Oh, big clear from Devin. Looks like EM will see it through. Ponzi with the full tank of boost. What can he get up to?
Yeah, just maybe that's the game 5 nerves coming out for both teams. They both had great chances to score, as we see a great save from Pones. And yeah, so I think so far this is the most even matchup we've had. Both teams really showing out for game number 5.
That's looking fantastic. Dangerous chance here. Still available, still available. Good clear. Can EM get up to this? Looks like Ponzi's there to collect. Gets it off the corner.
Oh, Palace, good save from Skyline. So far, not much to speak of. Is that just in? Blessed with an insane double touch. I don't know what just happened, but he put the ball. Let's. Oh my God! What a goal from Hourglass.
What a shot, Hourglass. Take a bow, son.
way.
Says, Pico, anything you can do, I can do better. Check the scoreboard, pal. 2-0 RV.
That is unironically one of the best goals that has ever been scored in this league in all of its seasons, and it was scored by Hourglass. 60 YouTube. I mean, that's what you like to see right there, folks. I mean, Pico David, again, had his number in game number 4, but game number 5, Hourglass was here to play.
Yeah, wow. I mean, what can you say? That's just an incredibly deft touch along the wall. You can't see that shot coming. What a play.
Yeah, and if you're EM, you got to feel bad because you started really well, to be honest. And oh, can somebody get there for EM? Oh, and they get in each other's way. Another double commit, and Huey, that's been a problem for EM all night. The double commits.
What I'd like to see from them in the offensive third is just a little more restraint. Communicate for who's going to go for the ball, and then if you're absolutely sure, or if you're not absolutely sure that it's a free ball, or if there's a teammate behind you, you just have to leave it.
Yeah, and it might be something we ask them, or we talk to them later about, because yeah, they need to clean that up. But I still can't get over the goal that Hourglass scored. I mean, this guy scored one of the just craziest goals I've ever seen. But here we go, 2 minutes left. EM in the orange half. They need a goal soon, and they could get it on this trip down the field. And Palace is there, excuse me, to clear it out, and Palace is just doing really well here, Huey.
Yeah, absolutely. They just have all 3 men behind the ball at all times. It's very difficult for EM to get an outplay, get somebody, or get the ball around a player. Just great defensive stuff.
Oh, and that could have been just in there for EM, but doesn't find the back of the net. Good save from Palace. That was going in, and yeah, Palace. Oh, this is open. This has to be a goal. Surely it is. It's Skyline.
It is.
It's a 1-goal game.
Yeah, just a lack of awareness from the LV players. When you have the moment of the challenge, you have to have somebody behind the ball. Both teams now getting punished from not keeping a last man back.
Yeah, and a good response from EM. You feel like once you concede that wonder goal to Hourglass, you can just say it's not our day, but good response from them. And here we go, 70 seconds left in the match, folks.
Texas on the line here.
I was gonna say, who do you think you got winning this, Huey? I mean, do you think EM's got it in the bag here? Can they come back?
I think it's too close to call. I think they've got a much better shot at it than what we may have given them credit for these first 2 games.
Yeah, and I think it's been the most even game of the series so far, which is fitting for it being game number 5. But so far, the LV defense has proven to be quite good. But what is happening?
What happened?
The defense was so good, Huey, but there it was so bad. What happened?
It just looks like the second man gets got. Palace, he's driving front post, and the back post man, Hourglass, is nowhere to be found. That's a tough one to concede.
This game, it feels like, Huey, it's gonna end on either a Pico David or Hourglass goal, and I'm so here for it. Oh, and what a save from Arglass, by the way. That was almost goal bound. And Palace in the 1v1 Skyline there.
Great
Less than 30
50
seconds
from
ago.
Skyline.
Yeah, big saves from Skyline. He's been really good for EM.
Skyline has been very dependable at that last man. There have been a couple challenges where he's the last man, and he's all managed to see them away into safe zones. So very well done from him.
Yeah, another big boon from him. And can he get back to it? Arglass misses. Skyline, open net, Pico David, he scored!
Pico David!
Pico David at the buzzer. Wow, what a play.
Absolute scenes. The EM comms are in rapture. The chat is going insane. Pico David says, Arglass, this is my series. This is my state.
And the ball touches the ground.
Wow.
EM Big Dogs reverse sweep in some of the most dramatic fashion we have seen. What a game 5. What a game 5.
Oh my goodness. That is incredible stuff right there. I mean, it does not get much more dramatic than that for a regular season tilt. Game 5, state pride, and looks like the Copateas in SGL is going to heavily favorites to be in Dallas.
What a remarkable game number 5, Chad. I mean, we saw a wonder goal from Arglass. Again, literally the best goal I've seen all season long. One of the best goals I've seen in SGL ever. And they lose that game 5 to a Pico David game winner, man. Wow. Wow, indeed. What a series.
What a series. It does not get much better than this, folks. That is incredible stuff. The kids might say absolute cinema. That was special to watch.
Oh, Playboy Farty in chat, the GOAT, some might say. So, what a matchup between those two. We saw Playboy Farty, I think, outscore Arglass 3-1. Of course, Arglass did have, and we've talked about it already a lot, but just a tremendous double tap, whatever the hell, triple tap off the side, which I hope we do get to see again soon, because that was tremendous. But on your screen right now, folks, you are seeing it's Rydog TV, one of our favorite guys here from Timber's Army. He's hosting the stream of the BNG Old Timers versus Axe and Rose SC. So make sure you go drop him a follow. Head on over there, take a peek. It's always good to see everybody else streaming the games, because these Thursdays are just SGL packed. I mean, so many. Huey, if you back up that lobby for me real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. But folks, we're not done. I mean, you just saw a cinema series. We've got one more on the way right here for you shortly. We have ECD versus Steel Army. Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be another big series in the SGL Championship. And Steel Army, one of the favorites, and so are ECD. ECD, one of the best teams in the championship, and so yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this series as well. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. As I say that, I will be right back. I do have to use the restroom, so I will be right back.
Everything will be okay.
See Christian here getting a goal on the other screen here. Classic stuff from him. It's what you expect to see.
Alrighty. By the way, chat, good to see everybody here. It's 11:25 p.m. on the East Coast. We got 35 viewers over here on the main channel. We got 10 so viewers on Rydog's stream. We had a lot of viewers over at Cascadia RL as well. So big night for SGL, and here we go. Huey, EC Defiance versus Steel Army. Both teams are in. Let's get going here.
This is going to be a great series. The best that the championship has to offer. What are you expecting to see out of these two?
Well, listen, Steel Army and ECD have been in great form. Both sides are, again, favorites to win this division, and interesting to see for Steel Army, no Bear Blitz. We have a lineup of Raisin Boy, Red 4, and Debit, so only 2 of the 3 brothers playing. Of course, for those of you who are new to SGL, Debit, Red 4, and Bear Blitz are all brothers, and they all represent Steel Army. And, well, the non-brother, Raisin Boy, opened up the scoring. Really lovely play from him. No boost, off the sidewall, and puts it in.
That's a deft finish. The last man for EC Defiance gets caught, has to go to the corner to block the shot, and he just gets beaten cleanly to it. Nice finish.
It's a great start for Steel Army. And honestly, coming in, we didn't really have too much time for predictions. I'd probably go Steel Army in 5. I mean, this is a super close series, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. What servers are we on here? Are we on West Coast, folks? Do you know? I don't know how I can see that, but
Professional casters, by the way.
yeah. We are on West Coast, so this is a road game for the Pittsburgh Riverhound side. Of course, the last game, it was an Inter-Texas Derby, so no really road games there. But yeah, so far, I mean, it's been kind of, I don't know, kind of muddled a little bit from both teams.
Just feeling each other out a little bit. Couple miscommunications from EC Defiance on their back line. A lot of double commits for clears, and they're just clearing the ball away with no intention. They're not beating anybody yet.
Do you want to highlight in chat? Good to see everybody in chat. The Honored, good to see you. KJ, good to see you, but I was just about to highlight somebody else in chat. Happy birthday, Nose. And Nose is on the scoreboard, gets the first goal for ECD, so the birthday boy opens up the scoring for the Seattle boys.
Again, just same as the first goal for Steel Army, just a little bit of miscommunication on the back line, off the backboard, easy finish. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, very similar goal indeed, and yeah, good response after conceding the first goal, but oh, what a play. Debit with the speed, the gold OEMs in tow, and it's 2-1 Steel Army.
Yeah, it just quickly beats to the ball. Both EC defenders are trying to come back to the ball, and Debit beats them to it, fair and square.
We do have some trash talk in chat from Playboy Party to our glass, which is love to see that.
He
Good to
says
see Toad
words-
as well. Yeah, no,
He says words of encouragement.
I love seeing the friendly banter, of course. Although with those two, I don't know how friendly it is. It must be said, but what a play from Steel Army. The bumps are out in full force, and Raisin Boy picks up the second goal for himself, third for his team.
It's just tough to maintain your shape and composure when the ball is, you're always out of possession. You'd like to see EC Defiance take a touch, try and make an outplay, and keep the ball in their possession where they can follow up.
Yeah, and Raisin Boy in particular, he's awesome, man. He's one of the better players we do have in the SGL Championship. Him and Debit are a very dynamic duo, and so yeah, so far so good for Steel Army. Yeah, they're rolling here, and again, both of these teams are some of the favorites for the title, and so some of the higher level Rocket League here is what we should be expecting from yeah, just two really good sides.
Yeah, it looks like another chance here. Can he get back to it? Well done, great save. But again, Steel Army are right there to smother out any chance of a follow-up that EC might have. This is suffocating Rocket League from Steel Army.
Yeah, and it must be said, I mean, Steel Army just looked a more comfortable team here, as we see a clear ball from Bird Nana, but Red 4 is equal to it, and Yeah, if you're ECD, I mean, just a little bit more composure on the ball. They seem to be giving it away and just sending it to the orange half as Debit almost finds the 4th goal, but oh my god, they're just all over the blue side here, Huey.
There he goes. Nice clearance to relieve some of this pressure. But yeah, they are just getting absolutely swarmed in their back line.
Uh-oh. Could be a chance. Debit's there, and oh, lovely pass to his teammate Raisin Boy, and they get the clear into the offensive half. And yeah, again, just these sorts of booms, it feels like Steel Army is just really comfortable. And right here, it's a perfect example. Red 4 takes the boom and manages to get a good 50, and here comes another attack. Oh, Red 4 couldn't get there. That really could have been the 4th goal for Steel Army, but ECD, they're holding on here with the 2-goal disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, there's just no signs that they're going to be able to come back into this offensively. These 2-goal differential feels like 10, the way that they're being played right now.
Yeah, this is really, really good Rocket League from Steel Army. I mean, just so in control here. Oh, some team bumps coming out for ECD. That's not good. He gets the ball right to Debit, and he does a little dink, a little panenka, and puts it in, Huey, and I think that's probably game, set, and match for match number 1.
Yeah, just an absolutely scrumptious rebound that squeaks out to the top of the crease, and Debit's not making a mistake from that area.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I don't know where the offense is going to come from ECD so far in game number 1. Oh, this could be the 5th goal. Oh, what a save from the green. Is that a Lambo? I forgot what kind of car that is. I forgot what that car is. Do you remember what car that is, Huey? I don't remember which one.
No, I don't have it. I stick with the Octane and Octane.
Yeah, I'm also a boring player. I don't venture far from the Octane Fennec, but oh, that could have been the second goal for ECD, but off the post, and yeah, Steel Army, they get away with one there.
Yeah, just a bit of unlucky finishing in the 50, and it just goes straight into the net. Been that type of game.
Yeah, and Raisin Boy, again, just such good play from him all around in game number 1, and very, very dominant from Steel Army. I honestly did not expect this. I thought it would be a little bit closer game number 1, but it is just game number 1. I mean, there's plenty of Rocket League to be played, but if you are a Pittsburgh Riverhounds fan, you got to be liking what you're seeing from your team.
Yeah, and what's surprising to me is there's not a large gulf in mechanical talent between these two teams. These are two well-matched teams. Maybe you give the advantage to Steel Army with Debit, but I mean, what's setting them apart is how they're playing without the ball. Steel Army are always sending one to the ball at a time. They have men behind the ball, and their touches are used to create space and outplay. EC Defiance are just hanging on. They're booming the ball. They have no shape, and it's very tough for them to get control and get on the front foot.
Yeah, and as we look at the stats on your screen, hat trick for Raisin Boy, 2 goals for Debit. Red 4, not much in the way of stats, but I thought he had really good positional play. So,
Just look at the shot clock, 14-5 in favor of Steel Army.
Yeah, you're gonna win a lot of Rocket League games when you're out shooting your team or the other team by that margin. So, yeah, just super dominant, super dominant.
Yeah, the great news for EC Defiance is it's a 5-game series. The score is going to start at 0-0. They have to be on the front foot, though. They have to be more intentional with their touches and their rotations, and the path is right there to get back into the series.
We're being told in the match thread that Mario for Parks is a sub that is happening. I think it's meant to be the other way around, because I believe Green Mario did play. And there we go. Parks is on the field. So Bird, Nana, Parks, and Nose. Same 3 for Steel Army. So no Bear Blitz on the field. This is a lineup that I don't think these guys have run before. Or if they have, it's very rare. So good to see them. They're finding success in a different lineup without Mr. Bear Blitz. But
yeah,
here we
absolutely.
go. Game number 2.
I mean, you couldn't tell that he wasn't one of the brothers. Wow, look at this! Immediately off the kickoff, a little bit of trouble on the defensive side, and Ferdinand is immediately there to capitalize.
Yeah, what a play from Nose and Bird and Anna. Just lovely passing play, and that's the start you want to see if you're ECD. I mean, this is more of the ECD ball that we've seen throughout this season, and yeah, that's got to be a really good confidence boost after losing a game number 1 by the margin that they did.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed chance. Debit's there to put it away.
Well, what a response from Steel Army in kind. I mean, just all over the blue half, and Debit, the beneficiary from a shot off the post there for Red 4, but
Just
yeah,
a bit quicker to all the balls. EC Defiance was there in the right spots. They just couldn't get to the challenge quick enough.
yeah, and as we oh, what a boom by Raisin Boy, and oh, Red 4. I thought he was going to get there. That had the potential to be a goal, but yeah, the ball's moving in this game.
Yeah, here we go. Who can be more intentional? Who can be more solid behind the ball? Who can create more outplays in front of the ball?
Yeah, and so far it does seem through his first game and change that Steel Army is just a bit faster to the ball, so you're going to want to see more plays like this from Bird and Anna. As we see a massive pinch. Can Debit shoot this on target? He can, but yeah, just a little bit more speed from ECD I think will serve them well.
Yeah, I mean, they're being very quick to all the balls. EC Defiance just not exactly in comfortable positions to make these defensive plays, and it's costing them just a little bit.
Blow play there from Red 4 leads to a Bird and Anna ball. Nose puts it mid. Raisin Boy equal to it. Good to see
Good
Parks
pinch
on the
here.
field. He's been around for a long time in SG. Always like seeing Parks on the field, and yeah, so far I think he's been decent.
Yeah, this is much more controlled from EC Defiance. This is incredible adjustments made by them. A lot more control of their touches, a lot more solid defense behind the ball. This is good stuff.
It is good stuff indeed. Can Red 4 turn on this? He can't. Parks beats him to it. That could have been a chance there, but Parks, again, good positioning from him. And here we go, Bird and Anna in the air. He misses, but he manages to bump Debit, which is a good plan B there. And ooh, a good center ball. It really could have been a chance, but the break is on for the orange side.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, a little bit high. Is there a follow? No, they managed to get it cleared away, but Steel Army's right there to pinch it back in.
Bit of time for Raisin Boy here. Can he pop it over one? He can. Can he get back to it? He really can, and Bird and Anna shoots it and he scores. Red 4 was not expecting Bird to have a shot of that power, but what a shot. Bird and Anna and ECD back in the lead.
Just a little early on advancing forward there. You either want to be in shadow defense as the second man, or ideally the last man is back post ready to drive forward and to make that save. That's an unfortunate one to give up for Steel Army.
Yeah, and ECD, again, playing way better than they did in match number 1. And uh-oh, this could be a chance. Debit, can he find a target? He can't. Raisin Boy also misses, probably expecting his teammate to hit the ball, but the break is on for ECD. Can they put it mid? Oh, and it just pops up, and that could have been the third goal.
Yeah, great stuff though. I mean, it's a nice breakout. Defense to offense. This is exactly what we're looking for. And Bird and Anna with a nice aerial and finish, top bins.
Yeah, top bins indeed for Bird, and that's Bird's third goal. It's ECD's third goal, and lovely finish, by the way. Very good finish, and this is more of the ECD that we've been seeing all season. That game number 1 didn't really reflect the gameplay that we've come to expect from them, but hold on. Oh, no!
Ooh, what a save.
What a save. I thought Debit was for sure going to score that.
Yeah, it's stopping shots like a Mormon at an Irish wake. That's an incredible save. Keeps EC up by 2.
Indeed, and oh, this could be a chance. Debit's there. Oh, and Nose almost saved it again, but Debit finds the back of the net. Debit's playing really good for Steel Army, and a hot Debit is he's a tough customer to stop no matter what league of SGL you're in. And here we go, 90 seconds left.
Yeah.
1 goal game.
Like to see Steel Army keep the pressure up a little bit. Can they find that suffocation that they had in the other game? Wow, Debit's immediately back on it.
This is a kickoff play here. He goes for the mid boost straight away, and wow, lovely kickoff call from Steel Army there in comms. And man, those kickoff strats, man, that's it's the only dead ball we have in Rocket League, and Steel Army executed that to perfection.
Nice little set piece. Yeah, Devitt manages to get it past the 2 players. He only has the 1 to beat, uses the back wall. Tie Rocket League game.
Devitt full boost, pops it up. Bird Nana equal to it. Can Parks get there? He can't. Raisin Boy does relatively well. And here we go. The blue half, or the blue team is pounding the orange half, but big clear from Devitt. And I don't know, man. I kind of feel Steel Army's in the ascendance here. I feel like the momentum is kind of on their side, Huey.
Yeah, which is tough. This, you don't want to say must win because, I mean, you have to get to 3 wins, but, you know, hemorrhaging 3 goals in a row, and if it's a 4th, it puts EC Defiance in a tough spot. There has to be more urgency from them these last 30 seconds.
And the ball is in the right spot of the field if you are an EC Defiance fan. Can Bird get there? He can. Raisin Boy in the air. He has to hit this, but he gives it to Nose. Nose puts it on target. Devitt equal to it, but the ball remains. The cycle continues.
Oh, tough little shot there. Just manages to go past. Good pressure from EC Defiance, though.
Oh! What happened? Raisin Boy walks it in, and it's 4-3.
Oh man, just an errant commit. You'd like to see him stay in shadow defense, maybe a fake challenge to get the ball away, but he flies right past him, gets cut, and the last man was not there in time. That is devastating to give up for EC Defiance.
Yeah, truly devastating. Can they keep the ball up? They can't. Steel Army feels like they steal game number 2 here, but man, like, you gotta feel for ECD there. That's a backbreaker if you're a Seattle fan there.
Yeah, that's tough. And I mean, you look at the shot clock here, 10-5 in favor of Steel Army, but it was much better play from EC Defiance. That's very tough for them to not come away with a game win there.
Yeah, and it must be said. I think Devitt's playing tremendous ball, and Raisin Boy as well. That carry was awesome. But Devitt, he's arguably, he's in that Christian Plummer sort of category of being the best player in the SGL championship. And when he's playing like this, Steel Army's tough to beat, man. And Devitt's again, he's balling. So might have some more subs coming in for EC Defiance. We'll wait for those to find their way to the lobby. But yeah, I just want to shout out to people in chat. Funk, good to see you. Tank Pillow, good to see you. Bizbo as well. Playboy Farty, he wants an interview. He wants to talk shit to Arglass. I already know it. So that will be coming soon. And it looks like Mario is coming in for the birthday boy, Mr. Nose. So another bit of a lineup variation for Emerald City Defiance.
Yeah, Bird Nana played fantastic that last game. Definitely solidified his spot for this game 3. We'll see if these lineup changes help them with a little more offense generation. The finish was great. They just need to keep generating the offense and keep the rotation solid if they have any chance of winning this game 3.
And here we go, series point for Steel Army. Again, no Bear Blitz, and we do have the aforementioned substitution, Green Mario back in the lineup. So here we go. See how EC Defiance plays here. Again, they had a great start, so let's see if they can finish this game number 3 a little better than they did in game number 2.
Yeah, should be good stuff. Looking forward to it.
Gojo calling for a reverse sweep for ECD. That would be cinema for ECD if they can find a way to get back into the series, let alone a reverse sweep. But so far, Steel Army looking decent, and Devitt gets a shot on net. Bird with a great save, and man, the blue net's being pestered right now.
Great scramble from EC Defiance to keep it out. Oh, they almost win the 15. Get numbers to see if they can stay solid here at the back.
Big pinch, Raisin Boy, Devitt's there. goes for a demo, and oh, this could be a chance. Red 4, oh, he whiffs, but the W spawn for Parks there, and this just might find, oh, a great demo, but Raisin Boy manages to get through that smoke and put it away, and it's 1-0 to Steel Army.
Yeah, they maybe got a little bit too excited trying to break forward. They get 2 men in front of the ball. Usually going to end up with a concession when you do that.
Yeah, not to start the game number 3 you would have wanted for the team trailing, but this could be a chance here. No, and Debit cuts it down. Can Debit get back to this? He can, but Bird Nana, big hand from Bird.
Big contest there. That's what you need. When a player like Debit's in form, you have to get the ball off of him quick. Even if you're not putting a challenge on the ball where you win the ball, just the presence and getting him away from the ball is enough most times.
Oh, and the net's just open. Raisin Boy with the easiest goal he will ever score, and it comes off of a really good pass from Red 4 there, and oh, Bird Nana just no boost, can't get back to it, and it's just not looking good for the Seattle side here.
Just a little bit of a defensive collapse, lack of communication, identifying who the last man was, who's covering the net. Easiest goal Raisin Boy will have.
Yeah, and I'm gonna highlight Raisin Boy. I'm gonna highlight Red 4. Excuse me, Red 4. Not someone you typically talk about in the Steel Army side, but I think Red 4 has been tremendous in this series. So, yeah, shout out to him. And oh, another center ball from him, and oh, what a bump from Bird Nana, but oh, and it just almost went in. But yeah, Red 4, man, he's making things happen for the orange side in the offensive half.
Yeah, absolutely. He might not show up on the scoreboard, but his presence is being felt all over this series. He's a definite contributing reason why they're up 2-0.
Here we go, Red 4 last back, but he delays very nicely for his team to get some boost, and Green Mario pushes up, little boost. Can that shot find the net? It can, but this could be a chance for Bird Nana. Is it on target? It's not, and there's just no follow-up from Green Mario.
Yeah, the EC Defiance, they still have time. They need to find their composure, get the touches where they're playing it, where they can follow it up or a teammate. Oh, close.
Yeah, off the crossbar there, man. I thought it was in from my perspective, but just a little bit too much power. And oh, and Debit's down the other end. Can Green Mario get there? He can. Raisin Boy's there too. Bird Nana saves, and oh my god, what a touch by Parks. I don't think he knew much about it, but he keeps his team in the game. And oh my god, Bird Nana has had so many great saves, Huey, in this game number 3.
Great defensive stand. He is on his head right now, just making it all happen. If they come back, and they decide to put 2 in the net, they'll know who to thank on the defensive side.
And here we go, Raisin Boy. Oh, both players miss, and another save from Parks. I mean, the ECD is playing some crazy defense. They just need to turn that into a bit of offense here. But yeah, they're playing some good defensive ball.
It looks like it. This could be a chance here. It's on net. Any miscommunications here? Oh, looks like Steel Army are able to see it through.
Yeah, and you do struggle to find where this goal is going to come from Emerald City Defiance. They've just been so locked into their own half. Debit gets a demo. Oh, and it's got to be now or never if you're ECD. They got to push things forward. And oh, and this is it. It's a chance. Parks with the fake. Can they score?
The fake!
And it's in. It finds
In
the
the
back
net.
of the net.
Wow.
What a fake from Parks here. I love this. Slow it up. Raisin 4 bumps his own teammate. Oh, and Red 4
Parks
almost
says,
got back to that, man. Yeah.
hit the brakes. Feel you pass by. Thanks for the breeze, son. 1-2. We got a Rocket League game here.
And here we go. 30 seconds left. Can Green Mario get there? He can. A little awkward touch, though, but dangerous ball, and that could be anyone's game here. Debit double tap. Raisin Boy there. Little boost for ECD, Huey. They got to get that down the other end.
Here's a chance. Oh, it's past 1. Can they find this finish?
Oh, there's a demo too. Can they bump again? Is anyone there? Bird. This has to be it. Is there someone there?
Here it is. Come on.
Oh, and Raisin Boy
what a
puts it
clearance.
down. And, oh, man. It's a bit unlucky there in game number 3, but Steel Army come away with a sweep. And, yeah, you feel for ECD there. They put up a really good offensive effort there in the last minute, but in the end, Huey, it just wasn't enough for them to get a game win here.
Yeah, that you got to point to that loss in game 2 where they concede 2 or 3 goals. I forget how many in the last bit and end up losing that game. You knew it was going to be tough in game 3 for them to find a winning formula, and it looks like that's how it turned out.
Yeah, and want to highlight Devitt. Devitt playing really, really well. Kind of back to his form. He's the catalyst for that team, and when he's playing like that, Steel Army is gonna be hard to beat in the SDL Championship. And yeah, I'm just really curious to see where the standings fall after all of this SGL action. There's just so much SGL action tonight, so it's been a long stream. It's been awesome. Appreciate all the other streamers as well taking up games, because we've had just so many.
Yeah, absolutely.
Games,
what a night for SGL action. This is, it's just a bunch of soccer fans coming together to play Rocket League. Great community. The stream was peaking at like 37 viewers. This has been a night to remember for sure.
And speaking of league tables, I think we do have it ready. If we can get that on the stream for you guys. And there we go. That's how the updated standings look. And wow, Steel Army edging out BNG Old Timers by 1 point. 1 point is all that separates both the SGL Premier and the SGL Championship at the very top. And so after all the dust settles tonight, folks, this is what we're looking at on both sides. Of course, we did have the Cauldron play tonight as well. We had the Eternals play. We had everyone play, basically, except for EM, the locals, and TA on the Premier side. And then on the Championship side, we had all teams play tonight. And so, yeah, I mean, what's sticking out to you here, Huey, on the standings? What are you looking at?
I'm looking at how tightly contested the Premier side is. Only 6 points separating 5th from 1st. I mean, there's just so much time left in the season. Anything can happen. Really incredible stuff at the top end of the table for the Premier side.
Yeah, the top 5 in the Premier. I mean, it's so cluttered there. It feels like there's really just so many teams that have a potential to win the league. And when you look over to the right-hand side of the screen, it really feels like a 2-horse race at this moment. Steel Army and BNG Old Timers really battling for the title. And yeah, I think EM Big Dogs, big win for them, moving them into 4th place. And so yeah, these are the updated standings for you guys, folks. And don't go anywhere. We do have interviews lined up. So we have Devitt from Steel Army, we have Bird Nana from Defiance, Playboy Farty of EM Big Dogs, and Los Verdes to round us off. So yeah, we're gonna get underway with these interviews, and again, Devitt of Steel Army will be our first interview. And speaking of Devitt of Steel Army is in our commentary booth. Devitt, what's up, man? Congrats on the Series 1.
Thank you. I literally just got ripped from talking about standings talk with my team, so just huge moment of holy crap, what just happened to me? But yeah, no, good to be here after the sweep and try to wrap the night up.
Yeah, I mean, just talk to me about the sweep. I mean, ECD, one of the better teams in your league, and yeah, you guys handled business in the away game here. I mean, yeah, just talk about first of all the lineup and just how the boys are feeling.
Yeah, so we actually knew going into this one that the only way we would probably have Bear Blitz in for the series was if he was actually back from his little out of town adventure on Sunday night or something like that. But we were just gonna play it out whatever day works best, because we gotta keep the schedule going and whatnot. It just happened to work out on one of the craziest nights in SGL history of scheduling, apparently. But yeah, no, partnering with Red and Raisin, you don't see that combo too often. I think we only saw it against EM Big Dogs like in one game before. Like I know we don't see this trio often, but we wanted to just like face up against them. Like we got to get in their face. They've been like on a huge tirade as of recently, showing that like they deserve to be like top of the championship, but we just had to shut it down, you know?
Hell yeah, man. And man, it feels like I thought obviously you and Raisin Boy were great, but Red 4, I thought Red 4 had one of his better performances. Yeah, just speak about Red 4. I mean, he's not somebody who gets talked about a lot on your team, but yeah, speak about his play today. I thought he was great.
Yeah, I think from the last week's performance or the last time he performed where he, like outshone like everything in that Axe and Rose series, I think it just carried on. Like he knew he had like a tall task upcoming, and you're gonna have some shaky moments every time that you're playing at like 11 o'clock and he used to go to bed like 10 o'clock at night. So he's like, dang, why am I up right now playing in SGL? But yeah, no, dude, you just knew that he had to stick to the task, grab the boost whenever he can. And he made the solid contact. He kept the ball going in play. He kept making the good cuts. And that's honestly pretty much like the most like we could ask for him out of there. If we could just keep the play going, that's where we thrive the best over there. So happy to see like stuck to the game plan over there. And yeah, he just contributed so much there on the back end that it kind of just went smoothly from there.
Devitt, talk to me about what it took in game 2 for you guys to get back into it. It looked like EC Defiance were just absolutely in control of that game, and you guys managed to score 2 or 3 unanswered to come back. Talk to me about what that took.
Yeah. So I think after going down 2, that was one of like our worst spots over there. But and sometimes depending on team vibes, you can kind of get down a little bit. But after that, like I think I've seen enough ECD to sort of go out and be like, all right, I know we can take this. We just gotta bring the game back to our level. And I think you saw it in like those couple quick kickoffs like near afterwards, because we got the one chance back, and then the kickoff play was actually set. Raisin just did it perfectly then. So as soon as like we got the execution, and like that belief and confidence just shot up.
Yeah, and I mean it was a gorgeous set piece. I mean you go for the mid boost to their trailer on the play, and the person actually in on the kickoff 50 are already behind the ball. It just takes one out play and he scores. Do you guys have more set pieces like that, or is that the only one in the bag?
I guess TBD for now.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're pretty on the fly when that happens.
Fair enough. Well, it's definitely exciting.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Luis. Sorry.
we highlighted. I would like highlighting kickoff plays because nobody does them in this league, and that I think it's it's the only set piece that you have in Rocket League, and we're seeing it at like a high level. I mean, kickoff strats are just, I think, the most evolved they've ever been in pro play. So, always love to see that trickle into our little community here, and so yeah, I mean that's about it for me, Devitt. I mean, you guys played really well, and yeah, that's about it for me. Huey, you got anything else for Devitt before we send him on his way?
No, that's it. Congratulations on the sweep. You guys are looking fantastic in the title race. Excited to see what the second half of the season comes and brings.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. And yeah, just quick shout out to the team. You guys pulled through really well. 11 p.m., not the most fun time and waiting for other series to end, but we got it done. Got it over with. Got the sweep. Red 4, go to bed, old man. We'll talk to you soon. And yeah, shouts to you guys running the stream tonight. Luis pulling basically an all-nighter. Huey coming into commentary. Maz for producing us all. Rydog doing the alternate stream. And yeah, I think we had another side stream as well for Cascadia RL. Shout out to those guys. And EC Defiance. Just gonna keep getting better and better as the time goes along. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys.
Oh yeah, man.
GG's, Devitt.
Peace.
And that was Devitt of Steel Army, Victoria's Steel Army. And next up in the interview, we're going to have Bird Nana, of course, of EC Defiance, on the losing end, unfortunately, of that series versus Steel Army. There he is, Bird. Welcome. Talk to me how the team's feeling, man. Obviously, didn't get the win, but yeah, how y'all feeling?
We're, taking it easy. I think we're just gonna start just running right back right now. Play some more games. Try and get
Oh yeah.
some good vibes going. Get some wins. Just go to bed nice. So, but
Hell-
we're pretty disappointed that we didn't get a point. But
No, yeah. That's good though. Just get right back into it, man. Just so you can get the thought of losing out of your head. I like that. I definitely second that. Question: it was it No's birthday today? Did No's had a birthday today?
it's yesterday, Monday, one of those days.
Oh. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well,
Yes.
awesome. We saw the happy
Yeah.
birthday No's in chat. So, yeah, I just wanted to ask, just so we're not spreading misinformation on the stream. You got to make
Oh
sure.
yeah, no. He's an old guy though. He's up there.
Oh yeah. Well, to be fair, listen, we're making fun of Red 4 for being old. You guys have old guys. We're an old man league here, so we respect our elders here.
Respect our elders. Yes.
Yeah, of course. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, I thought in that game number 2, I thought you guys were playing really well. I mean, what kind of went wrong there at the end? I feel like y'all had such a really good start to that game.
I don't know. I think it's just really hard for us to just keep focus going in clutch situations. We've kind of experienced that games in the past, and it's something that we try to work on all the time. Like we try to just stay cool. Remember that it's just Rocket League with friends, and just play like we normally do. But I think sometimes it just gets the best of you. You got the table, the points, everything's right there. You don't want to go down, go down by 2, like that's a sweep ready to happen, and that's just stressful, and it just kind of gets the best of you sometimes.
Yeah, you had a very admirable performance in game 2. What are you going to be thinking about? What are some parts of that game that you'd like to apply to the season going forward?
I just try to be the best team player that I can be. Nose dapped me up quite a few times in that match. He's a great passing player. Parker, he keeps up the intensity as much as possible, and so I think just supporting myself with my teammates, that's what I got to do moving forward every time.
Yeah. Just wondering, do you have a message for the rest of the team going into the second half of the season for you guys? What's the goal?
Goals finish strong, just have fun, try to be as high on the table as possible at the end. I think we've already accomplished more than we did last season. So, got way more series wins and points than we were kind of like hoping for, I guess. So it's just a good season and we're just having fun.
Absolutely. And I mean, really, the first half of that game too, you guys were in complete control. The adjustments you made from 1 to 2 were fantastic. I think you guys are in great shape to keep improving from series to series and finish very strong in the table.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to next week. We'll have to be playing Steel Army again for our tournament cup match, but
Oh damn, the back-to-back.
yeah, back to back. But I think that we'll just focus on having fun, playing our best Rocket League that we can. It'll be a little bit different with the extra game modes. It'll be kind of fun to see what Debit brings to the table with those choices.
Well, awesome,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I've got nothing else. You got anything else for him? Or...
No, I have nothing else. GG's, man. Fun to see you play.
Yeah, GG's everybody. Thanks for the
Yeah,
stream.
I was gonna say we'll give you the floor right now, man, and yeah, we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, just thanks to my team. Thanks to everybody who puts up and watches. I know that it was a busy night for SGL. Thanks for everybody putting the streams together. I know Debit went through a long list, but Rydog, Smashly putting on the streams. Appreciate them all.
Hell yeah, man, and yeah, appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
Alrighty, well that was Mr. Bird of ECD, and always appreciate people coming in for interviews, even when they lose. It's when you lose a series, it's tough to come do interviews, and so we appreciate everybody doing that, and appreciate Bird. So next up on our interview gauntlet here is Ponzi and Playboy Farty of EM Big Dogs. Here they are, Playboy Farty, Ponzi. Talk to me, man. How are y'all
It's an
feeling?
honor to be here, gentlemen, on this fine SGL stream night. It's an honor.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, speaking of an honor, I mean, you guys. So you won in Game 5. You did get clipped on by Arglass, but you had the last laugh, Playboy Farty, with that buzzer beater at the end. Yeah, talk to me about it, man.
Well, sometimes in life, you just gotta push until the last moment. Use that little last bit of energy you have, and that's what happened. I almost fell asleep in my chair because it's so. I had testing today. I fell asleep like 5, 7 times, but I've persevered and I got that last minute goal. I can't believe that happened. I genuinely cannot. And by the way, those are my first goals in SGL like this entire season. So a little bit more salt to the wound. First goals are against Los Verdes out of all
Well,
teams.
what a time to open your account, man. I mean, that is incredible stuff. The game 4 performance to take the series 2-5 and then to win the series for Texas in the dying embers of the match. Walk me through the thought process on that last goal.
So I pulled off my headset. I took it off. I just started blowing into the mic and started screaming. I don't care if it was everybody's asleep in my house. I don't care. That was the most beautiful thing ever. And credit to who gave me the assist on that? I forgot, but whoever gave me the assist, I think it was Skyline. Just wow. I can't believe it. Just props. And I also
sorry.
got a little bit from Palace saying that he didn't think it was me going for that. He thought it was Ponzi, so he didn't really care until he saw me last minute just fly in.
Is that a little bit of
So
shade towards you? I mean, he didn't think you had it in you, or what? What's going on there?
yeah, he didn't think I have that dog in me. That's why we're called Ian Big Dogs. Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Listen, I have a question for Ponesy, man. Listen, team captain. I mean, what's the thought process on the lineups here? Of course, Arglass ducking the first 2 games, or first 3 games, excuse me. I mean, what were you thinking for the lineups there at the end?
I mean, the first lineup was just usually, our biggest lineup that we have, and then, I try to get Blitz and David some playtime, and then as soon as I saw Arglass coming in, I mean, we knew what we had to do for content, so David came right back in, and the whole goal was to feed him the ball.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
absolutely.
man.
Talk me through what was going on in the comms when you guys are down 2-0 in the series. Did you guys have any message that got you through to the reverse sweep?
No, I mean, we were just playing as normal. I mean, I switched cars because I mean, dude, trying to play with that car that Maz plays with, that was impossible. I was not feeling it at all. Felt a little bit better once I swapped cars, and then I think everything else went from there. We were all vibes up still.
Well,
Absolutely.
I do want to highlight Skyline. I thought Skyline played really well, and those, especially the last game. I thought he was tremendous. What were yeah? I mean, David said that the comms were going crazy on the game-winning goal. I mean, what was happening for you, Ponesy, and for Skyline? Were you guys going crazy doing comms with the game-winning goal in Game 5?
Oh yeah, I screamed Pico David as soon as it went in. It was crazy. I mean, our whole premise there was just to throw the ball at him and hopefully he gets the game-winning goal, and it happened. I was so glad. I was happier that he scored than anything else.
Hell yeah, man! I mean, that was tremendous. I think me and Huey had a great time calling the game, and yeah, really appreciate you guys yeah, putting on content for the stream, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, actually, I want to check this ball chasing. I wanted to see if David came back on our half. I told him to stick on their half.
They made me Olivier Giroud, bro. I can't go backfield now, unfortunately. But it's whatever.
Yeah.
I think you mean Olivier Giroud. I think that's the proper pronunciation. Giroud.
Yeah, where's Serrano when he needs the French
Yeah.
pronunciations?
Yeah.
Listen, man, that's all I have for you guys. Huey, you got anything for the EM Big Dogs?
Just a congratulations to Mr. Pico David Playboy Farty for absolutely etching your name in folklore. Truly, we overuse cinema a lot on this stream, but I can't think of a better application of absolute cinema than that
Yep.
series.
I want this game to go down in history to where people have to open up a book with children right there in front of them and start reading it off like a folk story. I want that to happen. This is why I did this. This is why I do this for the love of the game. This is why I play Rocket League. So people can recognize me and say, hey, isn't that the guy that scored last minute? Oh yeah, it's me. So yeah, it's just pure fun. And I just love being in and just playing for this team. And shout out to Ponzi for just giving me all these shots and passes on a silver platter. My God, he had like insane crosses and I kept missing, but we eventually got that. Just big up to him and Skyline.
Hell yeah, man. Listen, the floor is yours, Ponzi and David, man. Yeah, floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Los Verdes. Great playing against them, and hopefully we meet them again in the cup. You know, that means they have to lose, but if they do lose, we get the Hourglass David 1v1. So that's what we're hoping for.
Hell yeah, man. Well,
Yeah, GG's
Listen.
all around.
yeah, GG's. Y'all have y'all enjoy y'all's win, and yeah, we appreciate you guys coming in.
All right, GG's. Later, guys.
Also, I did say this would happen 4 weeks ago. Someone rolled a clip of me saying that. Someone rolled a clip of me saying that. I distinctly remember me saying we would win this.
Hell yeah, man. Well, there you have it, folks. Playboy Farty calling his shot, backing it up, and those were the EM Big Dogs. And yeah, we appreciate them joining us. And next, we do have their opponents. We do have Los Verdes of Austin FC joining us. The last interviews we do have for you tonight. And here we go. They are making their way to the commentary booth. Elite Stroker.
Am
Uh-oh.
here.
I don't think you get the right to say that after a loss,
I am here.
especially considering who we just lost to. I don't think that's how it works.
Oh, you're right.
Well, my first
You let
question is,
this
where's
guy get the
Arglass?
win.
Already throwing a little shade. Oh my goodness.
Where's Arglass
Dude,
in this VC?
He said
man?
it. He said a
He
total of
left
3
a
words
while
the
ago.
entire time while on voice chat, and then just left right after.
Yeah.
We did hear his voice today. I don't know if it was because I said I need verbal confirmation from you on something. Like I think at the end of game 2 or something like that. When he was about to come. Oh wait, no, was it game 2, game 3? Whatever game it was. When he was about to come in, I was like, "Hey, I need verbal confirmation from you because I've already called the sub. Are you here?" And then he says, "Yeah, I'm here." So that was the first time I've heard his voice in a couple seasons. But he actually did talk a decent bit. Definitely more than you guys let on, for sure.
Yeah, bro. Speak to me about his sidewall double, whatever the hell that was. That was actually insane.
Hourglass is Zen. I mean, I said it in game chat. He's actually Zen in disguise.
That was one of the best goals I've ever seen in this league, and the entirety
actually-
of that I've ever been in this league, and it was scored by Arglass 60 YouTube. It was insane.
It was I've
So
never
tough.
seen anything like that before. That was unreal.
Yeah, that has to be like goal like that I've ever seen. Like better than RLCS goals.
I
No,
was
unironically,
genuinely,
yeah.
I was screaming in the voice chat, and these guys can attest to
Yeah,
that.
he was not screaming.
Nah, what do you mean, bro?
You were, dude. You were calm as a mouse, dude. You were like,
Hell nah.
oh my god, what a goal by Hourglass. You're like those golf commentators.
Is Palace lying
Hell
on the Twitch channel? I mean, he's spreading misinformation. That's crazy.
Spreading misinformation
Yes.
on the stream. You'll be hearing
Hell
from the
nah.
Federation about this.
I'm not spreading shit except butter on my bread.
Oh, that's
man.
so tough.
Yo,
That-
I'm getting pumped so hard.
That could have been
we
bad.
are in a ranked game right now. I would like to add
My
that.
God. Professional stream, everybody. Professional stream,
I don't
professional
want
league.
to. I don't want to hear a thing, especially when one of the commentators for this game was not only playing ranked the entire time we were doing the podcast, he was streaming it instead of his face cam. I don't want to hear a thing about very professional from this dude right here.
Hey, listen, I'm not a professional. You know what I mean? I'm just here to commentate FGL and
Exactly.
have a good time. And um,
Exactly.
all right, my last question for you guys.
Hell
What
no,
hap-
we only got 2 questions.
No, Huey
I
should get to
haven't
ask a
gone yet.
question. Yeah, chill out.
Where's the
Okay.
where's the respect, man? No respect. You show no respect.
I was
Yeah,
gonna,
Huey's
I
the
was gonna
goat.
ask, I was gonna ask what happened on the game, like on the game-winning goal for Pico David
Lagged.
there at the end. Like, what happened? What was on the goal line? It just felt like it was like a mess. What happened there?
We felt bad
Um,
about his skill issue, so we just gave it to him.
I
Like
have
that.
something. I have an explanation. How profane can I be?
Bro,
Nice shot, Devin.
We are
Thanks.
streaming.
Okay. To how many people?
bro,
Enough
just
to where you
answer
do.
the question. Why are
Are
you
there
rambling,
any-
The
bro?
Are
Federation
there any
will
FC
levy
Dallas
fines.
employees in the chat? Is what I'm trying to say.
Bro,
The FC Dallas incident.
Okay, so basically, here's what happened. I see Skyline. I think he's way further back than he is, and I was like, okay, like I'm front post. I can absolutely 50 him and just clear the ball. He double jumps, gets it over me, and I was like, okay. I saw Ponzi, and I was like, okay, this is fine. Like if Ponzi scores the winning goal, I'm cool with that. What I didn't see was Playboy Farty in his shadow right there. When I saw that, I said 4 words right when that ball bounced over me, and I noticed him. 4 words came out of my mouth. 5 words came out of my mouth. That's a lie. I'm gonna fucking... You can fill in the last 2.
oh my
Oh, I'm
god,
glad you
bro.
answered the last 2 words and not, the big one.
I don't know what's worse. I don't know if the F word is worse or if talking about certain topics is worse.
Well, all right, we're gonna move on. I have a question for Devin.
What's up?
Congratulations on a fantastic series played from you. It's tough to not get the win, but I was just wondering how you're feeling about your performance and whether or not you can translate that to the rest of the season.
Honestly, I've just been playing a lot in free play because I do online school, and James is or Elite Stroker is like the only guy who I know who really plays Rocket League other than Palace. So I guess I just sit in free play a lot while I wait for somebody to play with me. That sounds weird. Okay, but I just sit in free play while I wait for something to do. And about my performance, I mean, I did play well during the first 2 games. And after I got subbed out, I low-key got kind of sad because I wanted to keep playing because I felt like I was doing good. And I feel like, honestly,
You subbed
I
yourself
didn't...
out.
Yeah, that's fair,
did
but I
sub-
didn't want... I wanted to play, okay. But,
I would have gladly gone out.
I know. You already said it in the chat, though, so I just kind of got out. But I feel like when I was out, I kind of just, stopped, paying attention to everything. And when I got back in, I couldn't focus. You get instant... if you go back and just skip from game 1 and game 2 over to game 5, you can probably see me just get out of it. I just couldn't do anything. I was on autopilot that whole 5th game, and whenever they scored that 3rd goal, I was like, okay, we need to lock in. I in fact did not lock in. I was fucking thinking about going to sleep, bro. I wasn't thinking about going to sleep, but I was thinking about watching a episode of a show that came out. Or a new season, and I was not locked in at all, and I was like, yo, lock in, we gotta win, guys, lock in. And my head was just elsewhere. So
What
I
show is
feel
that?
It's tough to keep the mental when you're staring down the barrel of a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
You know what's
Yep,
funny? We
definitely
weren't even
tough.
thinking about that one bit. We were just like, all right, game 5, this is what we wanted. And I was just like, all right, me, Devin, Arglass, let's whatever happens, happens. You know, like I was fully expecting to win that, and frankly, we should have because I'm pretty sure the whole stream saw this happen, where I was 2 feet in front of the net, in the air, nobody on me, and I inexplicably pinged the ball into the crossbar. If you asked me to do that again, I genuinely don't think I could. But
Well,
the thing is, I wasn't
we do-
like we weren't feeling pressure at all from the reverse sweep. We were just like, at that point, I was genuinely thinking about feeding our glass.
Well, unfortunately, the result does stand as EM Big Dogs 3, Los Verdes 2. Before we get you guys out of here, do you have anything you want to say to the stream?
I mean,
I will score 10 goals minimum every game we play against him from now on.
I mean, he scored 9 today in only 3 games, so.
Yeah,
Bro,
Devin
me
was
and him
pretty
scored
good, though.
9 combined. What are you talking about?
Yeah, me and Elise
9
Joker
plus-
scored 9.
Well, good to see you guys are still in decently high spirits after a tough series loss. GG's, everybody.
Yeah, GG, y'all. Appreciate y'all joining us.
I do have one more thing to say. Shout out to Hop. I know he couldn't be here tonight, but let's see. I know Trig was running late because he was in traffic. So huge shout out to him for making it on. In I think it was game 3 was when he came on. Huge shouts to him. I gotta apologize to him because he came in game 3 just for me to start bullshitting. So my fault, Trig, because he was actually playing good. And I think most importantly, shout out to Arglass for actually showing up and for fulfilling his part of the deal. I think next time what I would like to do, and obviously I'll consult with Ponesy, I'll consult with team members. If this matchup happens again in the cup, I would love to see. I wish we would have for game 5 called ISO and had Arglass and Playboy Farty 1v1 for the series. I would love to see that happen in the cup. So that's my thing. If we lose and they're both present in the cup, we will be picking 1v1 and it will be Arglass versus Playboy Farty.
Well, it's going to be great content when that arrives. Fellas, enjoy your ranked. Enjoy the rest of the season. If I don't get the chance to commentate on you guys again, best of luck all the way.
Thank you.
You too, man.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. That was Los Verdes wrapping up our interview.
I thought he was going to say Vergas.
Bro, get these guys out of here. I'm
out.
hungry. I want to eat. Get these guys out of here, please. Please,
Yeah,
please. All right.
The commentator crash out is pending.
Yes. Holy fuck. I'm sorry. I'm just so hungry. Well, I think that wraps it up. Of course, here are the results on your screen. 4 sweeps and 2 game 5. So, yeah, pretty busy week, man. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. Huey, welcome. Glad you could finally fill in for some commentary. And yeah, Maz, thank you for streaming as always. It was fun tonight.
Absolutely. I can't imagine this will be the last time I'm in the booth. It was fun. Love being a part of this community.
And with that being said, folks, we will see y'all next week with some Week 7 SGL action. And yeah, W. Huey. Caesar, good to see you in chat. But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Louise. All right.